So welcome this morning. I hope everybody's doing well. As usual, I'll just hang around for a little while so I can see if there's anyone around. Hi and welcome. Good morning. If it is morning where you are, I don't know. Hi. Please say hi so I can see you at the comment. So I can see who I am talking to. Please like the live, the butt up there. I'm just waking up. I can just already see it on my face. Anyway, today I'd like to. I feel inspired to talk about something I think everybody and everybody encounters. Being, how are we when the world is not watching? And who are we when the world is not watching? Especially now when we live our lives on social media. We live our lives online. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. So yeah, so I was just wondering, like, who are we when the world is not watching us? Are we the same people that we are when the world is watching us? Is that even possible? Yeah. Please let me know how you, if you can see the topic of the live. Let me know how you think and what you think. Hi, email. Thank you for being here. I'm not single, and I'd rather really not go into the questions you've asked, but thank you for being here. Hi, Ghostman, YouTube. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm saying good morning because it's morning where I am. In fact, I just woke up. I feel a little tired on my face. Hi, Jill Sky, Larry. I hope you're well. Donkey Kong. Hi, how's New York? Hi, Robert. Oh, it's your son's birthday today. Happy birthday, Nick. I hope you get all your heart's desire, Nick. And congratulations, Robert, on your son's birthday. BM, hi, good morning. Hello, I am in Denmark. So right now it's about 6:30 in the morning. Thank you so much for answering. You guys are so fast on the chat. Gel Sky, I hope I don't mess your name. Glove 300. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. I love Canada. I've met a few Canadians already here, so I appreciate you. General Renegade. Good. Hello. How are you? Welcome very much. Nick looks. How much for panties? I have no idea. Arul Raj Ajay. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Have a great day today. I am from Tamiladu, regular follower. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Arul. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Donkey Kong, you ask what the channel is about. Um, yeah, the channel is about the things I encounter in my midlife. I am 45 years old, and that's why I started this channel. The things I encounter, the things I care about. So it can be anything. I just decided to be free and put what I feel and what I care about. So sometimes it can be walking in the forest because I love that, listening to nature and birds and stuff like that, or talking about gratitude and power of manifestation. Yeah. So it's many things. I hope that answers you. And also, I've started because this is also who I am. I like to have some sounds when I'm sleeping, some sounds of nature, like being outdoors. So I've started also making silent night lives where I am not on the live. In fact, I'm sleeping with my earphones and listening to nature sounds. Because where I live, there's a lot of yeah, it's quite quiet. So you can hear the night sounds, the crickets, and in the morning you're waken up by the birds. Like right now, it's in the summer, so the birds are up very early. Hi, Luffy. Hi, Luffy or Luffy. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Zio. Zio, hello. How are you, Zio? Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. 9:30, General Renegada. 9:30 in the night, I suppose. Right? Are we almost like which side of US? Is it in California? That sounds like so many hours behind. Because I know there are people in the east side, in the east coast, I think is about 6 or 7 hours behind from our timing here. Luffy. Luffy, is it Luffy or Laffy? I suppose Luffy. Thank you. You're from Finland. Oh, that's our neighbor. I'm hoping to come to Finland sometime in either August or September. I have a friend who's gonna be there. Hope to visit for a weekend. Good morning. Hi, Prasanth. I'm sure that your name is Indian, I think. Hi, General Renegade. Okay. BM, the weather here is really cool. I don't know if you use centigrade or Fahrenheit, but we have like 20 degrees now, which is very nice. For the Danish weather, 20 degrees centigrade, I can try and convert that to the Fahrenheit. It's very, very wonderful summer, 2023. So it's really nice and warm. And you know, Denmark, there's always the wind, so you don't always like feel that heat. But it's really nice. I'm trying to convert 20 degrees what it is in Fahrenheit. Arul, thank you so much for liking. In fact, thank you for reminding me because I forget to say that. Kindly like the live and please subscribe. If this is what we're talking about, it's something that concerns you or touches you. Yeah, as you can see, today's title is "Who Are We When the World Is Not Watching Us?" Who are we when it's just us and our close ones? Can our friends and our families attest to what values we aspire to show the world? That's the thing I felt called to say today because it's something I think about, and it's also because it's things that I want to live to the values that I care about also when no one else is watching me. And I think sometimes it's also like, how do you treat your animals? There's a bird walking on the roof. I don't know if you can hear it. Bharatiya reacts, thank you. Thank you so much. That's also my Indian friend. You say all the best for your channel. Keep yourself happy always. Thank you so much. I do. In fact, I try. I try myself my best to be happy. I try to be positive very much. So yeah, thank you for that. And I hope you're also happy. Oh, thank you so much, Rule, about the earrings. You say you like these ones. To be honest, why I wore this on right now, I don't usually wear these big earrings when I'm at home in the morning when I wake up, when I'm not going anywhere. But today I felt I just woke up and my face, I feel like it's just feeling sleepy. So I was like, oh, wear something to kind of distract. But I got this in Ghana. I visited Ghana 2 years ago, and I got these ones. Actually, they were a gift from a friend, a hairdresser who I met there. Prasant, thank you. Thank you for I also love you and I love everybody here who comes here to support me because it's not I don't take it for granted and I don't like I really, really appreciate that you turned your phone and so these live and decided to even stay. So thank you. Thank you. Ahmad, how are you? Hi, I remember your name. I am very fine. I'm very fine. I'm very fresh. I'm just waking up with my cup of coffee. Azim Kadri, Vancouver. You're in Vancouver. Okay, Canada is one place I am always so curious about. I don't know so much about Canadians. I don't see a lot of Canadians on the media or about, like TV or films. But there's some YouTubers I'm following now who are really good. I can mention like someone like who I'm learning from. They're teaching people how to do YouTube. Someone called Rob the Maritimer. He's really good. Thank you, Azim. Thank you for saying hi. Martin Sefarag. Hello, how are you? Is it morning where you are? Can I say good morning or good afternoon or good night? Ahmed, thank you for that. Are you asking if I have a baby? I am a mother. Mamuti? Mamuti, do you do YouTube or would you like, you say I am Mamuti? Just search Google my name. I can do that. Are you a YouTuber? But I can search for you. And if you're YouTube, I can follow you. Oh, someone was asking about the weather here. It's 20 degrees, I think 20 degrees, but it feels like that. Centigrade, and that is equivalent to 68 Fahrenheit. Arul, you say, I actually like your hair also. You're looking cute. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This hairstyle is it's here for I have had it for the same similar hairstyle for very long, for a week or two now, 2 weeks. So it's getting old, but I like it. It's easy to maintain. And thank you for being a fan and a follower and a friend. Your presence means a lot. Your son, what is your son's name? Please let me know. Arul, what's your son's name? You say he likes the channel a lot. Thank you so much, Arul. Do you know, I find, Arul, where are you from? Are you from India? Because I find a lot of people from India on the lives. And I don't know what's the time difference. I'm sure you guys are ahead. Could it be like 4 hours ahead? I wonder. Now it's like going to 7 in the morning. Eshwari, good morning. Eshwari, hey, that's a beautiful name. Let me guess where you come from. I have a thing of names. Eshwari, I'm feeling like your name. It's very complicated. It could be Middle Eastern, it could be Arabic, it could be South African, it could be East African. Wow, please let me know, Eshwari, where are you from? It could be North African. Ahmed, you are chatting with many African streamers. Yeah, your name is so familiar. I can see your name, Hosari. I can see your name is so familiar. Arul, you say your son's name is Sam Griffin. Shout out to you, Sam Griffin. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend of the channel. Wow. Oh my God, Mammootty, you are a famous Indian film actor. Ah, just the other day we were talking about we were on the live the day before yesterday, and we ended up talking about recommending films, Nollywood films, Bollywood films, Filipino films, Kenyan films. I'd love to hear what you've acted in. India, it's only 10 in the morning. Okay, so you're about 3 hours ahead of us. Ahmed, okay, my face is like a baby. Thank you. That's a compliment for for my wonderful 45 years of being on this world. Juicy Mix, how are you? Juicy MX. Ishwari, how are you? Hi, Ishwari. I'm still curious to know where you're from, Ishwari. Krishna Priya Vlogs 95. Thank you for being here. I am sorry I can't really read what you've written. And give me 1 second, then I'll get a notebook so I can be able to write the things that come up. I always have this. Mamuti, I promise I'll search your name, and then I know I'll be surprised with all the films I'll find. Ahmed, I am from Kenya, born and bred, Kenya, Nairobi. And now I live in Denmark. Kerala. That is India, right? Which part of India is Kerala? Mamuti, you say search Google for my name, Mamuti. Actually, I'm just a fan of him. Before you search, just guess his age, then search. Okay, let me see. Let me write your name, Mamuti. Okay, so you're a fan of the film actor in India, in Bollywood, I suppose. Arul, you ask how you. Let me read. I think it's a nice question you have there. Arul says, I'm asking one question. How do you answer all the questions patiently without getting angry? Thank you, Arul. Thank you for that point. But it's also a very conscious decision. It's very intentional for me to be able to be that to the people who are watching me, because if I can be angry, I think that is also me bringing my own ego out instead of being respectful to the person who's spending time to be with me. And people can ask many sorts of questions, and maybe some questions I will kindly decline, because like there's one person who asked a rude question up here at the beginning of the chat, and of course I will kindly say I'm sorry, I will not be able to answer that, but I will definitely say it with respect, because I have to treat everybody with respect. And anger is me being impatient. It would be someone being impatient, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I could be pushed to a place where I'm angry, but then I'd rather not be on the live if I have those emotions, because I'm only here because I feel good about being here. And first and foremost, the most important thing is I'm filled with gratitude for being here. And I know if you have been on my live before, I say this word gratitude all the time. But it just really, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because I cannot be here and just take it for granted that people are spending time with me and not be appreciative of their time. And when I am in a place of gratitude, really, these I have proved for myself. I can't behold negative emotions. So there'll be no anger. And when I feel that anger is coming, I'll push it away and come back to the state of where I hope to be. But it takes some time, and it takes being intentional with the with that, to not let your emotions take over, because I think I don't know where people are coming from. I don't know what background someone has. I don't know what experiences you've had in life. And when you write something to me or say something to me, you are just expressing the person you are. You're not expressing the person I am, because I know who I am and you don't know who I am. You know what I mean? So I have to take it from there. If you say something negative and something mean, I can just say, okay, this is, you're just showing me who you are. And I'll choose to see if I let it in, or let it not hurt me, and respond to you in kindness. So that's the answer I can say, a short or long answer. Oh, this is my Tunisian friend, Maroma. Hi, you said hi. Do you remember me? Maroma, of course I do remember you. I remember you because I guessed that you're from Morocco, and then you told me you're from Tunisia. And we were talking about yesterday, the day before, we were having a lot of people from the whole of African continent was covered, but we didn't have someone from North Africa. So I was like, I wish you were there. Rahul Kumar, hello, hi. Nice to see you here. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're blessed where you are, and I wish you love. Elsa, hi Elsa, hi, hola, hola back, Kenyan sister. Elsa, nice to see you. Elsa is you live in South America. Was it Paraguay or Uruguay? But I know you have backgrounds from the from Norway. Ahmed Hossari, you say Ghana is one of the most beautiful regions in Africa because you're there. Thank you, Ahmed. Ahmed, I was only in Ghana for a visit, and I loved Ghana. To be honest, I tell everybody to go and visit Ghana. There's so much harmony. I really admire Ghanaians. They really have found, they're really grounded. They're not rushing. You know, like us Kenyans, we're really busy rushing and trying to make ends meet. But Ghanaians, they're so at peace. I have a Ghanaian friend I've met here on YouTube. But please look at the title of the of the live today. And the question I asked was, who are we when the world is not watching us? Are we the same person that we want to portray to the world? Can our close ones attest to that? I'd like to hear your comments on that. Arul Raj. Oh, no, I don't. I beg to differ with you. Let me say what Arul has written. There's no one in India as patient as you. If that were the case, I would have married you. I like your character. Thank you, Arul. Arul, imagine, I beg to differ. I think, I don't know, I haven't been to India, but I find a lot of Indian, and I don't know if it's because of the religion and the culture. I find it that you guys are just very much in your zen, like, I don't know, maybe I'm assuming things. But thank you for that compliment. Maroma, thank you so much for the hearts. Elsa, yeah, it was Paraguay. Okay, nice. I remembered that correctly. Maroma, you say, how are you? Maroma, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Thank you very much. I have found my voice here on YouTube somehow, because actually when you came to that live the other day, it was my second live, the second time to be live with my face, and I was very I didn't know how people will react, and if I'll be able to hold the live for even 10 minutes. But imagine, I feel good, and I think it's going well. But I can also say I really appreciate the people who join my lives. People are connecting, people are engaging, and people are respectful and loving, and so much love. So really, I gain a lot by being here. I come here feeling my cup has been filled up with love and kindness. But I think it's also because those are the things I care about. Those are the things I try to look for. Ahmed Hosari, do I know Eunice? Wonderful Eunice. I don't know. Is she Kenyan? Wonderful Eunice. Imagine I don't know her. Maroma, you're asking what time it is. I think it's going to 7 in the morning. It's 10 minutes to 7 in the morning. Yeah, it is. And how is it in Tunisia? Are you behind maybe, or it's about the same time zone? Oh, you're behind. You're behind by an hour. You're behind by an hour. You're early. You're early today. Aisha. Aloha. Oh, aloha from Hawaii. Hawaii, my friend. I think you say Hawaii. Hawaii. I don't know how. I love it when you say that. There's that like sound that you say between the eyes. I can see also the apostrophe, but I can't. I know I'm crushing it. I can't say it right. But I appreciate you being here, the Aina, Hawaii. Thank you for being here, dear. How is it in Hawaii? I hope there's also nice stuff going on in America because we're only reading a lot of crazy things. So I hope you guys are fine and love having peace with all that's going on. Please remember to like the live, and if you feel called to, please subscribe. How are you? I love that. Is that your channel name, your YouTube name? Because I can read that, but the other part I can't read. Is it in Arabic? I'm so sorry. I can't read that. The person who has written after Aina, after the Aina. Arul, you say, I'll teach you Tamil. You try speaking it. English, how are you? Tamil. Epdi Irukinga. Epdi Irukinga? Epdi Irukinga? Have I murdered it? Thank you. Please let me know, Arul. I'd like to learn some Tamil. And in Swahili, you say habari yako. I can write it down. Laurent, thank you. From Quebec. My second friend from Canada. Laurent, how are you? Do you say your name in the French way or in English? Let me know, Laurent. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. What time is it in Canada? It must be in the night, right? Here we are having our morning coffee. Okay. I know Hawaii is hot and humid. I can imagine that. I lived in the States, but it was in the mainland in Georgia. And then I've also visited Virginia, and it was so warm. But Georgia summertime, like midsummer, was like really a block of heat, just hit you. Like a block of heat. I had never experienced something like that. But I don't know if it's like that. I guess Hawaii, there's a lot of breeze. I don't know. 7:50 a.m. You're 1 hour ahead of us, Ahmed. Ahmad. Hello, Rising Star. Rising Stars Theater. Welcome very much. Happy to see you. Rising Stars Theater is one of my friends on YouTube. Very good YouTuber. And if you hear you're a YouTuber, feel free to say that you're a YouTuber on the chat, and then people can follow you if they want. I would request you guys to follow whoever says they're YouTubers so that, so that they can also benefit for being here. Good morning. Good morning. I love good morning. I can't read the other part, but thank you for being here. Good morning. Oh, thank you for liking. You are a real YouTuber, You remember these things. I forget. Like now, I don't even have. I should write something there to ask people to like and subscribe. But thank you, Rising Stars Theatre, for liking the live. Maroma, imagine I don't speak Arabic, and I feel like I had a chance to learn Arabic when I was younger, I finished high school, because in Kenya we have Arabic speaking people, because we have 25% in Kenya. I think is Muslim community, and of course there's a lot people speaking Arabic. And I had a neighbor who was ready to teach me Arabic, and I started, but it was at that time I told myself it was difficult, but I don't think it can be that difficult, because there's a mix. There's a bit of Swahili in Swahili, which is our East African language, is mixed with Arabic. So I'm sure there's some words that are connected to Arabic. And I can give you an example, like greetings in the real Swahili way. When you visit Tanzania, you say marhaba. And that to me sounds quite like Arabic also. Marhaba. Something like that. Abdul Hamid, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome to the live. Shout out to Abdul Hamid. Rising Stars Theatre, thank you for your very wonderful compliment. It's nice to hear this, especially when I just woke up, cleaned my face fast, put some baby oil on my face, and came here to do this. So thank you so much, Rising Stars Theatre. Arul, thank you. Thank you so much for confirming that I said it correctly. Thank you so much. You said my smile is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, there's something I don't understand. Okay, maybe it's your name is on the other side, and then your comment is on the other side. Now I get it, because it keeps changing, but which language is that? Is it Arabic? It's the same. So thank you so much. I understand now what's going on. Okay, Arul, you say in English, you answer, I am fine. In Tamil, you say, Nala Irukan. Nala Irukan. Imagine I think I'll let me write this down. I think I'll go and try to listen to it, like how the sounds are, how the accent is, if there's a bit of, song or it's flat. Let me write that down. Tamil. I'm going to learn so many things here on YouTube from the people I connect with, because every time we have new things that no one has planned. But now I want to hear how Tamil language actually sounds to the ear. Sounds to the ear. Let me see. Morelko, thank you. Hey, Morelko, it's nice to see you here. It's so nice to see you here. Morelko is also another YouTuber. I can say that. So if somebody would like to follow Morelko, you're welcome. Morelko, thank you so much for being here with me. In fact, I wasn't planning to come live. I had a silent live, and then I could see there are some people who are watching, and I felt bad to go off, and then I said I'll come back for an hour after I have my coffee. Oh, Arulio, you're flattering me. Thank you so much. But I think it's not very hard to read, because it's written as it's spoken, right? It's spoken as it's written, I mean. Thank you, Rising Stars Theatre. Thank you so much. Mahindra Chandari. Now that is for sure an Indian name that I can recognize. I think actually there's a name. The name Chaudhary is very common for Indian naming with the Kenyan Indians. Hi Mahindra, how are you? You're welcome here. I have to learn some Indian language, Hindu or Punjabi, or what language in India that everybody understands. Please let me know, because I have so many people from India here, so I honestly should be able to say hello in Indian. Rising Stars Theatre, thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Mahindra, you say good morning. Good morning to you too. I am fine, thank you. I'm feeling great and grateful and happy and blessed. I'm feeling a little sleepy right now. I don't know, not sleepy, but like I'm trying to wake up. So this is the current situation of my life, current state of mind and body and spirit. I hope, let me know how you are, Mahindra. Ahmed, I'm gonna have to pin this one. Thank you, Ahmed. We're gonna have to pin your message. Thank you. Because you're doing now actually what I should do, but I forgot. Ahmed says we are 16 of us right now watching. Everybody subscribe. I know there are some who have subscribed, but the ones who haven't, Ahmed says everybody subscribe and double tap on the screen. Oh, this is not difficult. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Ahmed. So sorry. Yeah, double tap on the screen, then you can like. It's important for the YouTube algorithm for the likes, I think, and then more people can see we are live, and then it can even be more fun to have more people. I think because I'm not even a YouTuber. I mean, I am a YouTuber now, but I've only been here for for less than 2 months. So I'm learning on the go, learning on the go. This is like my fourth live, but the lives now I feel quite comfortable doing. Ahmed, are you a YouTuber? Because you speak like one. If you are, I can follow you. Oh, Ahmed, are you from Israel? No, let me say I'm missing something. Rising Stars Theatre say, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I do music on my page. Yes, please find Rising Stars Theatre. It's beautiful music, beautiful channel. Ahmed, I am from Israel. Wow, thank you for telling me that, Ahmed, because with the political situations, there's a lot being said about Israel and Iran and everything in Palestine. I pray for peace and I pray that people can find to be able to live with each other, especially in that region and everywhere in the world, and people can be able to show compassion for each other because we we are all one. Thank you, Ahmed, for being here, and I hope things are going well where you are, and you and your family are also doing well. Now I can see someone who's returning here. No BBWs and big bags. Hi, how are you? Oh, tell me what time it is in the States because I think you were up pretty late last time. I think you're from the States and I can't remember what state, but I remember you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. And you are the person who hasn't touched meat in forever. So you're a good example to our planet. Appreciate you very much. No BBWs and big bags. You say peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, my friend. Thank you, Rising Star Theatre. I say you're happy to see me. I'm happy that you're here too. Thank you. Mahindra, I am from Kenya. I come from Kenya, born and bred. I've lived in Kenya for 30 years. And then I moved to Denmark when I turned 30. That's not the reason why I moved, but I was 30 when I moved. So, Tony. Tony, I really don't understand your question. I'll read it so people can see what you're saying, but I honestly will choose not to answer that because it doesn't resonate with me. But Tony says, is this after the crack or before started smoking crack? I don't understand that, and I am not smoking. I can say that much. I do not smoke crack. But Tony, I appreciate you being here, and I hope we can find something nice to talk about and to learn from each other. Thank you, Tony. Uyir Tamiluku. Hi, Uyir, how are you? I am from Kenya. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for being here. And where are you from, Uyir? No BBWs and big bags. Why I decided to move to Denmark? Okay, oh, it's because my husband is Danish. That was the main reason. Otherwise, I never actually considered living in Denmark. Denmark is a tiny country, and in Kenya we don't know Denmark. Especially the back then when I lived there, we didn't know much about Denmark. When you think about the Nordic countries, you thought about Sweden or Norway. Those are the big countries. So those are the ones we knew about. And but we lived in Kenya with my family, and then in 2008 we decided to move here just to try to live the Danish life. That's why. That's the main reason. Thank you, Rising Stars Theatre, for giving me. You say you have my full support, Suzy, and I I'm supporting you too. I will definitely visit your channel after this and watch one of your videos. Public talk. You say, can you give a kiss? That's a nice question, and I can, but I won't. Of course, I can. Maybe I'm a bit reserved and stuff like that, but I can send you love wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here, Public Talk. Nilesh Goodvi. Hi, Nilesh. I've seen you here before. Thank you for coming back. You were here the day before yesterday. Thank you so much for being here. Ahmed Hosari, are you a documentarist? Are you a filmmaker? You say, I will do a video documentary about your country. I'll visit it as soon as possible, God willing, and share my video on YouTube. Okay, that would be nice, Ahmed. That would be nice. Are you a filmmaker? But anyway, anybody who can take a camera or phone and film can be a filmmaker. So yeah. Nilesh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love from India. I would love to visit India someday. Good Lord willing. Oh, thank you, BBWs. Thank you for saying hi. Rising Stars, thank you for the love. We need this, don't we? We do need love. Yeah, thank you, Nilesh, for watching. I appreciate you. I really do recognize your name. Then you say, love you from all India. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All Indians. I have found so many good friends from India now. Namaste. Namaste. Yes, agreed. George Dewsbury, you say, I'd like to get married to you. Oh, darling. Thank you for the offer, but I'm married. Thank you for the offer. I hope you find someone who makes you happy and loves you. I just wish that for you. Yashant Gapal. Hi, dear. Good morning, I think is your writing. Hi, Yashant. And good morning to you too. So, Morelko, you're from Canada. Oh, did I know that? Did I know that? I don't remember, but I know we've corresponded on here on the channels or the lives or other channel lives. But I didn't know you're from Canada. Now this is number 3 Canadian on the stream. So like guys, let's talk about who are we when we're not? Who are we when this camera is not here? Am I this person that you're seeing here? Am I the one who's always smiling and happy? I don't promise to be that. I try, but I wanna ask you guys to think about it. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to write it on the chat, but just think today as you go about your day. Who are we when we're not being watched? Who are we when the world is not watching us? Are we the best version that we want to be? The best version of ourselves to animals, to plants, to our children? That's a thing. When I woke up in the morning and I was thinking, what do I talk about? And before I come to every live, I really have to collect myself and do my gratitude practice and also meditate on what to say. And this is the theme that came to my mind. So I am just putting it there because sometimes I'm very slow with reading comments, so I forget to talk about the things that brought us here. So please consider that, and you don't have to answer, but I'd just like to challenge you to see if your children were asked to say who you are, will they say the same things that you think you are, or you would like them to say you are, or your spouse, or your friends, or the people who work for you, the people who take care of your children? That's my question for all of us today, including moi, including myself. Arul, you said, Arul Raj, you say, ma'am, actually there are many cities in India. There are many districts, and in all the districts and in all the cities, only one language is spoken, which is Hindi. Thank you for that clarification, Arul, because, yeah, I wanted to know which language every person in India can speak. Because like in Kenya, on the other side, we have very many different languages that we all speak, all our mother tongues, because we have so many different cultures. But we have one uniting language, which is Swahili. So if you come to Kenya, say some words in Swahili, and all English. There's a lot of Kenyans speak English, then you will get by. No BBWs and big bags. Hi back. I hope you're well. I hope it's not too late for you where you are. Morelco, you said now you have 2 friends. Yeah, thank you. I have actually 3 now, I think, because there's one from Vancouver and another one from Quebec, and you from Quebec. KK Amul Raj. Hi, KK. How are you? Welcome to the live. Nice to see you. Then Arul, you say Hindi is my national language for India. It's very easy to study. Is it Hindi? Ahmed Hosari, you are a YouTuber. You know what? I'm gonna look for you and I'll follow you. You say Ahmed says, I'm a YouTuber about travels content. Okay, you know, that's exactly what we need. I'm gonna look for you, I promise. And if I don't, please write a comment in one of my videos. I always look at the comments and I always respond to them. And in most cases, actually, I click on the profile to see if someone is a YouTuber so I can follow them back. But Ahmed Hosari, I want to see what you do because YouTuber. Yeah. BBWs, how are you doing? How is everything? How is the mood where you are? How is the spirit holding on? I feel like you're like a person full of empathy. I don't know why. Well, maybe I think I know. Maybe it's because people who really care about animals have empathy because animals really can't defend themselves. But I hope you're fine, no BBWs. I hope you're fine. I hope your spirit is holding. Sending you love. I don't know why I feel like saying this, but I'm sending you lots of love. Hi, Naila. Hi, Naila. Hey, what a nice name. Sounds like a Maasai name. Kenyan name. Free fire. Free fire. You're so sweet. There's something on your face. I think it's cuteness. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. You are so... Thank you. Thank you so much, Free Fire. You're so sweet. No, BBWs, you say it's 1 a.m. in the morning. Okay, that's late. Sidesh Power, how are you? Hi. Sidesh Power, you say, what is your name? The channel is called Midlife Power, and my name is Gadhoni. That is Gathoni. It's a Kenyan name. It's a Kenyan girl's name. So Gadhoni, that's how you say it. Okay, Ahmed, I get you. Thank you. Say thank God we in Israel trust in the system, security, the Israeli, because it's very strong. Okay, I don't want to get into politics. For me, it's I appreciate your comment, but for me, it's really the lives of civilians, of everybody. And I know it's happening everywhere in the world because I think at the end, it's the civilians, it's the local people, the citizens who suffer. But I hope compassion reigns in this world. I think we're missing a whole lot of that, even with the governments, the different governments of the world, the actions. It doesn't say a lot of compassion in the actions, but I hope that there's peace in Israel. I hope there's peace in Palestine. I hope there's peace in Gaza. I hope there's peace in Iran. I hope there's peace in all those areas and also many, many other places in the world. I'm not ignoring that, but I'm just talking about this because we were talking about Israel. Oh, baby W's, I'm happy. I'm happy you found that funny. He said about crack. Oh man, maybe there's something I'm not getting, but also it's pretty early for that. Imagine it's 6 in the morning. And he told me that, but it's all right. It's okay. It's freedom of speech where we are. He said that, yeah, he said that. I'm happy someone else caught that because I was like, whoa, what is this? But it's good. It's all good. It's all good. We take everything with stride. Hi, Rising Star. Thank you for the love. Yes, thank you. We do need that. We need compassion. We need love. We need peace. Hello, James. How are you, James? Where are you calling me from or writing from? Sorry, you're not calling. I'm the one who's yapping, yapping, yapping. Where are you writing from, James? Welcome to this live, this very impromptu live. So nice to see you here. Toxic FX. Beautiful smile. Thank you, Toxic. Thank you, Toxic. You're welcome here too. FX, does it mean, for example? I don't know. I think that is a short form in English. Toxic FX, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Rising Stars, thank you for the emojis. Ahmed Rosary says, oh, okay, fine, you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it. Rising Star and Ahmed Rosary have subscribed to each other. Hi, Anupuja. Anupuja? How are you, Anupuja? Where are you from? Ah, Kinda Soul. Thank you. Imagine, good morning, Kinda Soul. You're one person. You're one of the people who made me actually go live again because you were there when I ended the other live for the silent one, and you had said good morning, and I just felt really awful that I just had to end it. But that was a different kind of live. I couldn't come live, and it was meant for the night, the silent night, because it's me just being silent but trying to catch the sounds of the night. That's what I intend to do, and I don't know if it comes out really well. I think you probably need, at the beginning of the live, maybe you need earphones because it's really dark and quiet, and there are not so many crickets last night, but that's why I do that live. And then also it goes on for many hours, so, and for me, I sleep with it because I like the sounds like I'm outside. It gives me that vibe like I'm sleeping outside, which I love. I don't love sleeping outside, but I like the thought of sleeping outside. So anyway, that's the reason why I had to end it. So it usually starts with a very dark, it's night sounds, and then it goes on to morning, early birds singing in the morning. But that was a different kind of live, and I couldn't come on it. But I saw you, Kinda Soul, and I think you had just joined, and I was just also waking up and wanting to end that live. And then I was like, okay, I'll come back here for just a short while, and also hope that I would be able to see you again. So that's my very long way of saying how happy I am to see you here, Kinda Soul. And I'll look at your channel, Kinda Soul, because you had also said like people can connect. If someone here is a YouTuber, please connect to Kinda Soul. Check their YouTube. Yes, Rising Star, Kinda Soul, Ahmed Hosari, Morelco are YouTubers. John Hamilton. Hello, goodness. Hello, you too, goodness. How are you? Thank you for the beautiful emoji you're putting there. Thank you, John. How are you? How are you doing? Where are you from? Where are you located right now? If you don't mind answering, just very curious to know what time it is where you are. For me here, it's 7:20 in the morning. So it's pretty early. I have a feeling, well, I'm just assuming, John, you're either Australian or American or British, and I could be totally wrong. Forgive my ignorance. I'm just assuming that with your name. I'm trying to charge my phone, yeah. But it's so nice to have you here, John. Hope the world is treating you well. Kind of soul, you say, how are you doing, midlife power? Midlife, kind of soul, I'm doing well. I woke up. I'm feeling like I'm getting the grips of YouTube, and being on the lives actually it's quite fulfilling for me because I get to communicate with people. I get to say things where I don't have to think so much and edit and everything. I just get to be I think it's the most authentic self I can be on YouTube because everything else feels staged, and I don't like that feeling of staged. So physically and mind in my mind right now, I'm in that place where I feel pretty good about that and learning with as the day goes. And spiritually, I feel blessed and I feel happy and I feel grateful. I feel so grateful that I meet so many people here, and we get to exchange and I get to learn new cultures. So thank you for asking. I'm doing really good. Thank you so much, kind of soul. I hope you can say the same. I hope everything goes well on your side. John Hamilton, you said you're right. You say I'm right. I don't even know what you're referring to because I'm so slow with reading these comments, but I'm happy you agree with me. Aha, Aditya, how are you, Aditya? I think this is the first time I'll sing your name today. Thank you so much for that thought. Oh my God, you should be on YouTube, kids. Really? Please explain that for me because I never see myself working with children. Someone asked me how I have patience. I don't know if I'll have the patience for children. A rule, that's probably, I think you're the one who asked. But Aditya, thank you for that comment. I will consider it. In fact, I'll write it down so that I will think about it. I will think about it. But I never thought of myself like that. But again, I never thought of myself being on YouTube at all. This is a thing that only started 8 months ago. Okay, now 9 months ago now. But you never know. YouTube for kids. You know, I think the children, why I'm scared working with children, I think children are like, they may not have patience. If they don't care what you're saying, I think they'll just leave. But you could have a point. I'll think about that. But please, you can explain a bit more, if you don't mind. Maybe why, what you see in me, because again, this is another thing I'm learning as I grow older. You know, just take everything everyone says to you, take it and think about it, because people see you, maybe they see you differently than you think of yourself or who you are. And what you're saying, maybe you've seen something in me that could work in that side, which I had never thought about. But thank you, Aditya, for that comment. I will think about it. Yay, rising stars. Ahmed, thank you so much for your words. Arul, you say, I don't know if you noticed today, all the people who spoke today are speaking to you from India. You'll always have our support. My heartfelt thanks. Keep rocking. A rule. In fact, I notice there's a lot of people from India who join my lives, and I appreciate you guys very much. I don't always like to assume everybody's Indian because maybe the names could be similar, but maybe you also come from around the region. But thank you. I see a lot of Indians here, and I really appreciate all of you. And you're very welcoming. Somehow you make me remember of my people back in Kenya because you guys are like always inviting, like, please come and visit India, and really love that. I appreciate that very much. I will. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support, Arul. Thank you. Ahmed says, thank you, Rising Star. Then Arul, you say, write it down in your notebook. Only then you remember my name. Okay, I'll write that, Arul. But I do remember your name. Remember me. I speak to you daily. I'll tell you again, I really like your character. Love you so much. Oh, thank you, Arul. Thank you so much. Arul, I'll write you down. I write your name, but I remember. I remember you. AJ. So Shat Gangwa, I remember you too. I've seen you here before, and I appreciate you for coming back. I appreciate you. And I also think, if I'm not mistaken, you're also from India. Greetings from Rising Star to Ahmed. Thank you, Arul. You say you like my name. Thank you very much. Kinda Soul is here, a YouTuber. If you want to subscribe to Kinda Soul, feel free. Jigan. Hi, Jigan. Good morning. How are you? Good. I hope you're doing well. Maroma. I really love your name, and I always crush it every time I say it because I have an idea in my head how it should sound. Maroma. You say I have to go. I'm gonna go to the airport. I have to be there at 10 a.m. I'm gonna travel to Spain. So see you in the next live. Oh, Maroma, can you have a wonderful holiday? Enjoy Spain. How I wonder where you're going. Is it Barcelona, Madrid? Enjoy your flight. I wish you a safe flight and wonderful holidays. Thank you for the love hearts, Shinsat, Sushant, Jagan, Potham. What does that mean? Is it a place? Arul, I'm like you only live once. It doesn't matter if we talk about religion, everyone is equal. Yes, totally. We all equal. And of course, the religions and everything is things that I believe are set in place to help organize our society. So of course I respect all religions, and especially the ones that help organize societies. And I think all religions are intended for that. So of course we are all equal. And I appreciate that very much. Oh my God, Morelko, you think so? Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to read this loud because, yeah, Morelko says, let me say, your life is very calming and very relaxing. You're a pro. Keep up the good work. Yeah, thank you so much. I can't believe it. How can you even say that? Thank you so much. I appreciate your words, Morelko. I'm just being me, just being grateful for everyone. Ahmed Hossery. Oh, you say, I wish I could kiss you on your forehead, on the forehead midlife. Thank you for that very respectful way of putting it, and I appreciate you. You're a brother. You're a brother. Thank you. Thank you, Rising Stars Theater. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Rising Star thinks that was funny. But it's a very respectful way to say it because then you see the intentions. So really appreciate that, Ahmed. It wasn't disrespectful at all. Ahmed, you're a comedian, you know. Rising Star says you have to drop another one. So that Ahmed, you should be a comedian as well as a travel documentarist. You're making Rising Stars Theatre laugh. Fabish, how are you? It's nice to see you here. You're welcome. Oh my God, it's raining. And I hope the sounds of the rain, you can hear them through the phone. The raindrops. Love the sounds of the raindrops. When I'm indoors, I feel safe. Okay, Tristan Gaines. Would you rather watch a show or a Negro? I don't know what the hell that means, but appreciate you for being here. Feel free to explain your sentence. And again, we are all the same, we're all equal, and we're all in this world. We experience it once, and we choose how we experience this world. We choose how we experience who we meet, how who we meet experiences us. And personally, I have to say I choose to experience it with kindness and compassion. And especially to the people who show hate, the people who are going through pain, because I think those things are connected actually. I'll say a prayer. I say a prayer for those people, especially those people, because I think they need love. They need love. They need compassion. So those are the things actually I believe in. That's what I'm saying. I hope this resonates. I hope this resonates to most of us, right? So thank you so much, everybody. Tristan, thank you for being here. And I wish you the very best. And I wish you happiness. And I wish someone will be compassionate and kind to you. Let me go to the next one. Uttam Kata Hindu. Hi, Uttam. How are you? Hindu, of course. Then you're from India. Thank you for being here, Uttam. Appreciate you very much. We have a lot of people from India here. And I feel nothing but love. Nothing but love from you guys. Amit KR, Jaiswal, how are you? RSB, RCB, RCB, RCB. I don't know what that means. Uttam, you say I have a nice wall. Oh, thank you. I like it very much. I like it very much. Rising Star Theatre, thank you so much. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much. Amit Jaiswal, you say sometimes I feel low in life. How can I stand myself? Nobody's there. Oh, Amit, I'm so sorry that you feel like this. That's what I say first and foremost. I think, first of all, you're wonderful. You're a wonderful person. You're beautifully made, and you are worthy on your own. If you feel lonely, I send you love. I'm really sorry. I don't know what I can say or do, but I send you all the love in the universe, because it's not a nice feeling to feel. But just how I deal with this, the moments I feel low, because believe me, it may feel like nobody is there for you or nobody loves you. I'm not saying about you, but I'm saying generally, it may feel that nobody's there for you. It may feel like nobody loves you. But imagine someone in this world loves you, or someone in this world loved you. So, and someone in this world could be very happy that you live here, but probably they don't tell you, they don't show it. So how personally I deal with this when I feel low, and I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, but I try to practice it. It's my daily practice nowadays. I put it as my daily practice. It's to give gratitude, and I know it's very contradicting to say give gratitude when you're feeling low and you're feeling sad, but give gratitude nevertheless, Give gratitude for anything. Give gratitude for being here. Give gratitude for the light and for being able to see, for the birds in the air. Give gratitude. Be in the spirit of gratitude. That's how I deal with it. And I found out that anytime I'm in the spirit of gratitude, no matter what comes to me, I stay in a very positive, I stay, you can't be in a state of gratitude and be in a negative state. That I can tell you for sure. So even, and then maybe I can answer, someone asked me how I'm able to answer people very patiently. It's because I come here, I have meditated, I am in a state of gratitude and I'm coming in this live. And everybody can try, people can try, and people come from different places. People have different fights they're fighting and different, yeah, things they're going through. So they will just project that without even meaning to in some cases. But I wish you love, Amit. I wish you love. I wish you can tell yourself that you are worthy, that you are wonderful, and that you belong, and that you have the power, because you do. And even if it doesn't feel like that, trust me, you do. And also trust that good times will come. It's not gonna be like this all the time. So hang on there, hang in there. Find something that will make you, that lifts your spirit. And if it's just, even if it's just nature, or maybe just going out for a walk, try and do that. Maybe that works. For me, that's what works. Being on my own, and I know it's not for everybody, but it works for me. So I wish you love, and I wish you peace of the spirit. And I'm sending you love from here. We all need love, and that's what I'm sending you from my little corner of the world. And Amit, I will write your name down, and I will send you good wishes. Amit, K.R. Jai Swar. And I hope to tell you that I hope you're not alone. I hope you know that you're not alone. You're never really alone, even if it feels that sometimes. For sure, a lot of people in this live who have seen your comment will be with you in prayers. And therefore, we may not be together physically, but we will be with you and we will lift you up. I hope it will make a difference. And I wish you have a good day. Thank you for being here. And thank you for writing to me. And thank you for opening up. And thank you for being vulnerable in front of different people, of strangers. Thank you, Amit. And I can see you from India. Namaste. I love Indian food, Uttam, Qatar. I don't know the names, but anything that you have lamb in it or spinach. There's that meal that you make. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. I am from Kenya, Uttam. I'm from Kenya. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. Hi, Agire. How are you, Agire? Nice to see you here, Agire. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm really crushing your name, but nice to see you here, Gil. Hi, Canary Key. Nice to see you again. I'm good. I'm doing fine. How are you? Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much. Hi, Amit. Nice to see you, Amit. Yeah, it's nice you guys are communicating on the chat. Nice to see you guys. And if you're YouTubers, feel free to connect. Canary King, I appreciate your comment and I see what you mean. But I'm sure, you know what? I feel like at the end of the day, love prevails. And even people who want to be trolls. I mean, I think at the end of the day, people miss compassion and kindness. So I hope someday that person will experience that from here. Morelco, you're going to bed? Oh, I am. I really empathize with you. 1:33 a.m. in Quebec. Enjoy. Have a good night. Beautiful dreams. Wish you a wonderful night and a beautiful morning tomorrow. Peace and love to you and your family. Rising Star says, Amit, we will support you. You see, Amit, you're never alone. We're never alone, even when we feel alone. Jap Aurora, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you here, Jap. Where are you from, Jap? Jap, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Arul, you said 10 days ago you went to a forest and posted a video on YouTube. I watched it and enjoyed it. I sent you my name and my country in the comments. Did you see it? Arul, I didn't see it, and I know that video. That video, it's amazing that really people have responded so well to it. You know, I'll look at it now because I am very sure I always reply to comments. So I'm gonna look for it right now. But that one, actually, I'm so surprised because it was quite a random video. I just went because I usually go for my forest walks and then I just, saw this little deer and then I started filming it. But I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna check out. Amit, you say, I think I have overthink life. Sometimes there's a lot of pain. Oh, Amit, I feel you. I feel what you mean. And I think also we are all, we are all wired differently. There are people who are empaths more, like you feel a lot more than others. So it's also very nice to be able to ground yourself and find the beauty in life and find things to be grateful for. Whatever, just one thing, two things, just look around you right now. Two things that you're grateful for and note them down and just stay in 2 seconds in that state of gratitude. So I know the hard things are always there, and if they're really screaming at us, it's not easy to ignore them. And I don't mean that you ignore them. Of course, you have to do something about it. If it's something that you can do, you are able to do about, you should do something about it. But if it's something that you really cannot do anything about, then let it be. Acknowledge that it's there. Don't say that, oh, you can't see anything and blindfold yourself, but acknowledge that it's there and just let it be and concentrate on the good things that you have and on the things that you can change, the things that you can do something about. But most importantly, look around and see the things that you can be grateful for. Hi, I hope that helps. Wiki, hey babe, I'm from India. Hi Wiki, nice to see you here. Oh, I love Indian people. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Dr. Alice Africa, good morning. Dr. I know you. Actually, Dr. Alice Africa is a YouTuber as well, so feel free to follow Dr. Alice's channel. Hi, Butterfly. How are you? Welcome, Butterfly. Nice to see you here. Rano, hi. I'm fine, sister. I'm fine. Thank you so much for writing, and so welcome in this live. Guys, please write write a comment if you have something you'd like to share. Right, and like the lives, and if this message and if my presence and my lives talk to you, connect with you, resonate with you, feel free to join me, and then we can do this journey together, because these are the things I talk about actually in my life, in my channel. I haven't done a sitting video lately. I have been pretty busy, but I talk about stuff that I care about. And also when I'm in the lives, I talk about the things I care about, and also try to meet people from where we are. And someone who commented about someone being a troll, I think it's funny. I did a live the other day called "How Do You Deal with Hate Online?" That was the first video, actually. That was the first live I actually did online, live. And it's because I just experienced someone who had a mean comment to say. And sometimes it's hard because when you're confronted in that, you want to defend yourself, of course. But I find myself nowadays that I have to realize that people are coming from where they're coming from. People have the backgrounds they have. People have probably missed something out or had too much of something. I don't know. But if I can be able to meet that person from a place of compassion, then I have won. Then I have won, because I can't control what people say, but I can control how I react to them and how what they say makes me feel. That is on my power, and that is the power I keep fighting to maintain and to claim and hold on to. Thank you, Rano. Thank you, Amit. Arul, you say, as far as I know, many people talk to you for entertainment, but you don't take it seriously and respond to everyone and express your comfort. Your character is beautiful. You know, it's fine, Arul. Thank you for that comment. I meet people with respect, and I will always do that. But I still have to, anything I say here in the world, or if I write it down, if I say to my family, I have to say something I can stand by. And I have, whatever they come with, in whichever love or hate they come with, I will respond as myself. And to me, that is power. So actually, the more hateful they are, and the more I can meet them with love, makes me feel very powerful. It makes me feel, wow, you done it. See how quiet they are right now. Thank you so much, Arul, for that point. Amit, you say characteristics is very much polite. You're talking as mommy. She was talking like you. Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Someone here yesterday, also from India, also said that she thought we would be good friends with her mom. So, Rising Star, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much for your comment. You say to Amit, be strong always. Amit, you have a lot of love and support from everyone here. I think you're powerful. Just go face the day, feeling that power. Small by small, little by little, it will come. I'm not saying it will be 100% feeling no more pain, but it will come at some point. Oh, Arul, you say, tell your husband exactly what I tell you. Your voice is sweet. I can hear you singing. I can keep talking to you for as long as I want. Thank you, Arul. Thank you so much. I'll tell him that. I'll tell him that. I'll tell him that. Hi, Jay Roberts. Hi, Jay. How are you? For me, I'm fine, and I come from Kenya. Right now, I live in Denmark, but I'm Kenyan born and bred. Rising Stars Theater, it's always like that on YouTube. When you don't expect it happen, when you don't expect it, it happens, and when you're expecting it, it goes down. You mean with the trolling, Rising Star? But that is true anyway. Amit, you say you are right, a rising star. Amit, I don't know whose real name. If it's my real name, my name is Gadoni. Amit, believe in the power that you have. Find the things that make you happy. Find the things that you're grateful for. Yeah, imagine. I think practice. You will find a way. You will find a way, and always know that someone loves you. There's one person that loves you, has loved you, and there's one person that needs you, even if it may not look that way now, and be grateful for that. Yeah, that's all I can say. Amit Jaiswar says 100%. Kushi, how are you, Kushi? Nice to see you here. Kushi, I think you've been here before. You've been in my lives before. Am I right? I think you've been here before. I mean, Kushi. I remember you, I think, from yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. So anyway, so nice to see all of you here. I actually only came for like half an hour's chat, and I ended up staying for an hour and a half. So I don't know if I should say goodbye or if there's something else we can talk about. Oh, this is important. Let me read what Rising Star is writing. Amit, Rising Star says, Amit, I used to carry a lot sometimes back, but I realized I was loading myself. Life is too short. Just live like you will never live again. You'll understand the meaning of happiness. Honestly, I couldn't have said it better, Rising Star. And also because you're using your own experience. And so Amit, I hope you can read Rising Star's comment and just take it step by step. Just take it step by step. Imagine it'd be fine. Amit, okay, and now I've just gone to that channel, that video that Arul was talking about with the nature and the little deer, and I can see Amit that you have also commented. So I appreciate you for going on my videos and watching, because I really do need these. I'm also trying to accumulate watch hours by coming on YouTube and making these videos. So I appreciate every one of you for watching them. It's a lot of support for me, and I really do appreciate you. But Arul, I can see. Arul, I've seen your comment. Okay, so you only wrote 17 minutes ago. That's why I hadn't seen it before, because I always reply to my comments. Arul, I've seen your comment and I'm going to reply back to you. So I've seen your comment, Arul, and I've seen your comment, Amit. Thank you so much. I think I'll do a bit more of those nature walks, because I live near a forest and it's a very peaceful place. Hello, everybody. I can see some new people here. Donnell Show, they're gonna live my life. Okay. Hi, Donnell. How are you doing? Good morning. I don't know if it's good morning where you are, but it's still morning hours here. What do you mean they gonna live your life, Donnell? You gonna live your life or they gonna live your life? Let me hear what you mean. Kushi, thank you so much for your compliment. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your kind words. Amit Jaiswar, you say yes, like these kind people. These kind of people support motivates me. Okay, you're welcome, Amit. Karen, Karen, hi, darling. Karen, Karen is a sister from Kenya. Karen, welcome here. Nice to see you. And guys, honestly, I know you all know each other, some of you, but Karen is also really a funny YouTuber. Karen is hilarious. So if someone wants to go and laugh a little bit, find Karen Jepkirui. You will be laughing your head off. Yeah, Karen and Rising Stars. I can see you know each other. So welcome, Karen. So nice to see you here. So anyway, that's what we were talking about. Please, guys, keep your head up. Um, as always, I say you are meant to be here. No one is more important than the other. We are all so uniquely made, and we all have something to contribute. So show the world what you have. You know, I said yesterday morning that the world is waiting for you to show us your talents. So everyone here, just go out in the day to day and like, this is what I'm gonna show the world. You know, that little voice you have inside that tells you, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You know, if you're spreading love, kindness, of course, not hurting people. We have enough of that. But you know, all those nice and positive things that you can contribute to the world. You know, if you have a song in your heart, sing it. Have you ever seen someone who gets sad after listening to music? So if you're a singer, sing. Canary, Canary King, hi Canary, please ask. Of course, ask. I can answer. I will answer if I can. Please ask. I'll ask. I'm waiting for your question, Canary, but you're welcome to ask. So anyway, that's my message for today. In fact, I don't know where it came from, but I think I'm feeling inspired by seeing a lot of people here also who are just, Amit, to be honest, I think he really made me think about why we do what we do. Thank you, and I really appreciate that you shared how you felt. But I also to see people like Karen, Ahmed, uh, Rising Stars Theater here. It's very nice too. It makes me, it motivates me because I know you guys are also doing your thing, and you're doing it to the best that you can, and yeah, putting an imprint in the world. Canary, you say, how did your life journey take you to Scandinavia? Okay. Oh, that one is an easy one. I think I had actually mentioned it before. Um, you know, I'm Kenyan. I met my husband uh, in Kenya, and we lived together and wanted to settle in Kenya. My husband is Danish. So that's the short answer. My husband is Danish, and at some point we lived in a place in Kenya, and then we had to move. We lived in Kisumu, which is the western part of Kenya, and then we had to move in 2008, 2007. So and decided. So we were in doubt whether we should live in Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya, or we should take the to relocate to Denmark. What is it called? Step of faith and go to Denmark. And we ended up deciding to come to Denmark just to learn the Danish culture, for our children to have the Danish facilities and benefits from being Danish. And so that's how we ended up here. But I think initially we wanted to live in Kenya. And I understand why. Kenya is just a lovely place. You'll never have one boring day in Kenya. I promise you. Ask any Kenyan here, they'll tell you. Kenya is so much fun. Kenyans love fun. And Kenya is so loving. Kenyans are so loving. And Kenya is beautiful. But I think we considered the things like, okay, we had small children. In Denmark, education is free. Medical is free. There's good security here. So I think those are the reasons that we considered. And I love traveling. So I was like, I'd like to experience a different culture. So that's the answer. I hope it answers you. And that was back in 2008. So I've been here since. And then I had to come and learn the Danish language, which is quite difficult, to be honest. It helps that I have English. It's almost like a first language, but it's pretty difficult because you don't pronounce it the way it's written. And then there are 3 letters that are not found in the English alphabet. Canary say Nairobi is considered by some to be the #1 metropolis in the world in terms of lifestyle. Wow, that's good to know. That's good to know. But yeah, but I think in Nairobi, you will get anything you want. I mean, I don't think you'll get snow and stuff like that, but anything that is possible. Yeah, exactly. In terms of lifestyle, you can get everything. And then yes, Canary, I do speak. I'm Gikuyu. I'm Kikuyu. In Kikuyu, you say Gikuyu. So I'm from the Gikuyu people, and I speak that fluently. I can read and write. I dream in it, Gikuyu. And then I speak Swahili, of course, because every Kenyan speaks Swahili. And then I speak English, because every Kenyan speaks English. and now I speak also Danish. Let me read. Amit, you say, your word rising me in my path. Thank you, and thanks to Rising Star. Your real name, tell me so I can give thanks. You've shown the right meaning of happiness. Oh, yeah, my words are raising you in my path. Okay, I'm gonna write down my name. And Rising Star, Amit was asking for your name if you see it and if you want to share it. And then Amit, you say, I think every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Wow, that is really true, Amit. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. And I think, yeah, just there, even if it looks so hard and difficult, just there to do it anyway. Every step you go from there, it's a success. Jambo Canary. Jambo. Habari gani? Habari yako Canary. Canary, have you been to Kenya? Because that's a very tourist way of saying hello. That's how you can trace a tourist from a distance. Because Kenyans, we don't say jambo. We say everything else. But that's a way of tourists' language. But nice to see you writing that. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. Rising Star, you say, always welcome, Amit. Just know the world doesn't care. Find your true happiness. Enjoy life and love yourself because the love starts from you. We learn a lot and we embrace the life. We embrace life the way it is. Agreed with you. I know, yeah, we have to love ourselves. That's also how I try to live like that. It's not easy always, but first love starts from you. And when you have that, then you have it. Because then you have love, no, regardless, no matter, despite. So love yourself as much as you can. I'm gonna write down my name in the live because you're asking. I think you asked for it, Amit. Yeah, my name is Gadvoni. And actually, I can, now that you bring it up, I'm going to write you my artist name. I have written a book. My name is, and my writer's name is Gadoni It's, if you search for that on YouTube, you can find, or not YouTube, sorry, on Amazon, you can find some books I've written about, two of them is about women's experience, a woman's experience here in Denmark, she was going through a violent situation and asked me to write about it. Oh, Danielle Shaw. Okay, sorry, I see the message now. You say, I can't live in your society about mental health. I don't know, Danielle, I really don't know what you mean. I think it's hard. I think it's very tough. And obviously, for me, I'm not a physician or a coach or anything. So I just speak about my own experience and how I face life. So really, everybody, I think I speak on only from my own point of view. But I'd like to hear your point of view. I'm sure I could. It would give me another outlook in life. But I hope you're doing well, Donnell. Rising Star, Shari, Roseanne. Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you. So that's, I think that's probably what I have for today. Not unless someone has another question to you'd like to talk about. Thank you, Amit. Oh, Canary, you're asking if I experienced experienced culture shock. Imagine, yes and no. The thing actually what I experienced, yes, I did. There is culture shock in Denmark. For one, I experienced the snow. I came here the 2 years that it has been the coldest, I think. It had been the coldest, and I think has been the coldest ever since. There was so much snow, like it was above my knees for the whole of, like, from, I don't know, December all the way to February. It was really, really tough. Rising Star, I'll comment to that. It was really tough, and so that's one thing. And then the next thing is the language, because Denmark is a small country and Danish is national language. Everything goes on in Danish, especially if you don't live in Copenhagen, which is a capital. In Copenhagen, you find different nationalities. A lot of people in Copenhagen just speak English to you without any problems. But we settled in the land, in the countryside. And here, like when I took my child to the kindergarten, I couldn't communicate with the pedagogues, with the teachers, because they weren't very fluent in English. And I think it's not even like they didn't want to communicate with me. It's like I think they felt that their English wasn't good, so they were a bit shy to speak it. But things are changing now. Back then, they were not even teaching English in Denmark before one was in grade 5. So, but now I think it's changed. So kids are learning English from grade 1 as a subject. So that was one thing. So I had to really learn Danish very fast. And then also getting residency permits took very long. And if you don't have the residency permit, then you can't do anything. You can't work. You can't go to the language school. Like they offered me a paid language school. Otherwise, if you go for a language school, then you go for the one that you pay for yourself. And we were trying to, we didn't have all that money. So yes, but the other thing I experienced, especially coming from Kenya, and I'm sure any Kenyan here will attest, that Kenyans are so open. We're just open and like warm and embracing and very welcoming. And I felt like in Denmark, people are very closed. People don't, in Kenya, you can go to Nairobi, on the street, you're asking someone, hey, can you show me the direction from here to Westlands? And you have a conversation, someone asks, where are you from? And then someone says, blah, 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 and then you become friends. In the 2 minutes, you're exchanging numbers. Third minute, you're being invited for a party in their home on Saturday. That's how we are. And that is such a normal thing. And in Denmark, obviously, it's not like that. And I don't it's not like I expected it to be like that, but I was really shocked how not like that it was. How people are individualistic in their way of thinking. And I also think it's because the system here takes care of everyone. The system takes care of the old, system takes care of the sick, and system takes care of the kids. So somehow maybe the culture then, someone is being taken care of. So you don't always go to take care of live together with your old people and all that. And I know that is obviously about the same everywhere in the Western world. But it was different for me coming from Kenya. So I think that is about it. But now after I settled and after I learned the language, it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier. Yeah. Rising star. Uh, Rising star, you say you're a writer. Wow, Rising Star. Imagine I'll look for it. I'd like to see what you write. And the poems. I appreciate anybody who writes poems. I find that very difficult. What is your writer's name? What is your artist name? What should we look for? Just write it down. If anybody wants to buy Rising Stars books, you're welcome. Please let us know where we can find it. Canary King, your brother loves Copenhagen. He thinks it's a wonderful city. Imagine I also love Copenhagen. Copenhagen is beautiful and it's clean and it's small. It's not, congested like New York or London. And but it's big enough. So I think Copenhagen is a beautiful city. In fact, I like Copenhagen compared to somewhere like Stockholm in Sweden. I don't know why, but I like Copenhagen. I think it's open. Copenhageners are more open people. But Canary King, can I request you to remind me where you come from? Because I also think it's different in terms of where you come from and how you experience a country. Row Pro. Oh, okay. Are you asking where if Kenya was better than Denmark? You know, I feel like it's hard to compare. There's some things that are good in Kenya that I miss terribly, and there's some things that are obviously better in Denmark in terms of especially the facilities that you get, free education, you get free medical. Those things are amazing, and I guess in Kenya there's also now like health insurance and all that. But I think the Danish system in terms of health is really good. But I miss the warmth and the openness and the noise in Kenya and the way we are together as a society, the way people live together. I miss that very much. Of course also miss my family because my big family lives in Kenya, and sometimes you really never know how lonely you get until you live far away from your people, and somehow you kind of miss them so much, and at some point you just block that because that's the only way you can survive. But I missed, especially the first times I came here, it was quite hard. Ropro, I mean, I can't go back. I can go back if I want, but I also live here. This is my home. I think that's quite a harsh statement to make. Then now I understand what you mean from your previous statement, and then as you can see from my answer, I'm just saying both places are good, and there's some things that are not so good in the other place in both places. Hi, blue butterflies. It's a long time. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? How are you, brother? I hope you're doing well. What time is it there? Are you not sleeping at this time? Or are you waking up? Because maybe I've been up here for a long time. I don't know. Hi, Skyx Waffle. How are you? Nice to see you here. Hi, are you Danish? Amit, hi. Thanks, Kenya girl. How I can read that novel, that what you've written. You can find it on Amazon, and it's in English, and it's really about a woman whose life was she had a hard time. So maybe if you want to read about a really hard story, it's a tough story that happened here, but you can find it on Amazon. Okay, Skykes, you're Swedish. Oh, you're Indian, but you're learning Swedish. Okay. You're Swedish. You're learning Swedish. Okay, you live in where do you live in Stockholm or Malmö or Gothenburg? Canary, I think the kids adapt. My children love it. They love it here. This is their country. This is their home. Mm. Umoadu. Yes, guys, this, I don't speak Swedish. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Okay, Rising Star, I think I see your answer now. Where can we find it? Where can we find your book? Canary, would you consider Copenhagen? Do you mean like if I'd consider living in Copenhagen? Um, I do, I miss Copenhagen, but like I've worked in Copenhagen for many years, so I'm always there. And transport, again, that's another thing that is good here. Transport is easy. So no matter where you live, it could take an hour, but you know the train will be there and you'll make to work on time. So I love living in the countryside because it's quiet, but I like going to Copenhagen to experience theater, to experience, the nightlife and meet my friends. So I love both, but I think I'm happy not living in Copenhagen, although I love it. It's really a lovely city. Thank you, Rising Star. Elsa, of course I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Did you ask if I'm emotional? Oh, because of missing home. Okay, you say, hi, why are you emotional? Are you okay? Does your husband let you see your family? Elsa, of course my husband does. It's not about my husband letting me or not letting me. Of course I'll go and see my family when I can. Usually it's just expensive to travel to Kenya, but I was in Kenya about, I was in Kenya on the third week of May. I was there. So yeah, I will always miss my family. I come from a very close knit family, so I get emotional when I talk about it. I'm sure that's why. Sky, you come from India. I agree. Yeah, homesickness is real deal. It is true. Hi, Fleming. Hi, welcome, Fleming. Fleming must be a Danish name, a Danish person. Hi, Amit. Amit, you say Sherry mentioned in summary so I can get the idea. Oh, okay. Blue butterflies. Oh my God, what did I think? I'm so sorry, blue butterflies. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Imagine I always thought, especially when you told me about the story of your brother and the wife, I just don't know why I thought you were a brother. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. But it was a really honest mistake. I'm so sorry. I just assumed. I really just assumed. But I remember we had such a long conversation, but I don't think this came about. That's why. I'm so sorry. Hi Fleming. Welcome here. Hvordan har du det, Fleming? Og hvor skriver du fra? I'm asking Fleming where he's writing me from, and I'm telling him welcome in Danish. Hi Sky. You say my dad lived in Sweden as well. He got depression and soon found a way out. He worked out and got medication. Maybe is that what you mean? Oh yeah. Sometimes it happens, and I don't know if it's because of the winter or what, or loneliness or something. But yeah, it happens a lot. But I think depression is everywhere, my dear. I'm sorry about that. And it's good he found a way. Hi, blue butterflies. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you say it's midnight. Oh, your dad lived in Utah. How? Okay, that's nice. I've been to Utebo once. I really like that town. It's a small city. Elsa, oh my God, thank you so much for that. I think to get a super chat, it's it takes several. Like you have to have. I don't know if you have to have 500 subscribers. You have to have many subscribers. So you can't get that yet. But thank you for the thought. That's sweet of you. But I have a PayPal account. But I don't ask. I really don't ask someone to. I don't want anybody to pay if you don't. It's not about that. But I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. Yeah, Canary, I see your question. Yeah, you're right, Skykes. I think you're right. That's my experience also here, especially Denmark, because it's a small country and it's, yeah, even a small population. So I felt like people are a bit closed compared to where I come from, where people are super open. Donnell is all right, fine. I use my mind for portals instead of the phone. Okay, Donnell. Thank you for writing. Arul, hi Arul. Oh, you say when you're talking and then you get a small task. Of course, you have to take care of the tasks. But I'm happy you're still here and you're still logged. Thank you, Rising Star. Thank you very much. Nancy Habarigani. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Welcome, Nancy. Nancy is also a YouTuber. If someone wants to follow Nancy, feel free. Skykes, thank you so much. I appreciate your thoughts and your words, and thank you for subscribing. And I hope this channel can live up to your expectations. But thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody who's here and everybody who's liked and subscribed to my channel. And of course, just do it if it resonates because, yeah. But thank you so much for being here, guys. Rising stars, we always get interesting stories in sadness. It motivates a lot of people. It's true, that story was really sad. But for me, that's actually the first book I wrote up to the end, to the finish. But I think it's because it was really quite a tragic story. So it was, for me, it was more, not just, I didn't even write it for fun. It just had to be written. So that's how it ended up happening. Right, Cornelius. Hi, Cornelius. How are you? You're welcome to the live. Aaron Queen, happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the house. Daniel Alcaraz, I agree with you. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Rising Star, that's fine. Please, I see. Amit, you say, please feel free to ask. Blue butterflies, you think we need 1,000? That's a lot. That's super lot. Oh my, no, my goodness, really? Oh my God. Okay, I thought it was 1,000 for monetization and then maybe 500 for super chats. But really, if it's 1,000 for super chats, that's a lot. Blue Butterflies, do you also have a YouTube channel? Because if you do, I'd like to follow you. You say Scandinavians, but I hear the Scandinavian people are very open to other cultures. They're just quiet. You have to learn their ways. I like quiet people. I think I agree with you. I do agree with you in that way. They are closed. I don't know. I don't want to talk about all the Scandinavian people, but I know the people I've experienced in Denmark. Most of them are reserved. They look introverted, but it's not everybody. But the culture, I think it is. But you're right. People are curious. People are curious about different cultures. At least, especially the ones I've met when I lived in when I worked in Copenhagen. Also, I think it's also because they meet more people from other places in the world. Blue butterflies, you like quiet people. Oh my God. Donnell, you see, I told them a year ago with my mind to fire. Hmm. I'm so sorry, Donnell. I really don't understand, but Amit, you say, but here's a lot of people. I cannot share the story. I can share some another platform. Yes, Shari, relax from my pain. Okay, Amit, of course, you please. This is you're right. This is a very open channel, and you can only please only say what you feel comfortable sharing. Please, that's the only requirement. Because don't feel don't feel pressure to share. And I also share what I feel comfortable sharing. Charles. Hi, Charles. Charles, you're from the States. Was it Minnesota? Oh God, I can't remember where. Hi, Charles. But I know you said I say your name in a different way. Nice to see you, Charles. Are you awake? It's crazy. Must be crazy late in the States. Amit, some Sky says if you want to keep it confidential, you can talk to a therapist. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Samuel, hi Samuel. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too. Ooh, nice to see you, Baria, Kenya. Oh, your dad lived in Copenhagen as well. Wow, there's a lot of people who are connected to Copenhagen. Skykes also, you also like quiet people. You guys, and I don't know how you will survive it. You would survive in Kenya because in Kenya we're pretty noisy. But then you'll survive pretty well here in Denmark because people keep to themselves. And at first you're like, "Ay, have I done something to this person? Why are they not talking?" And then you realize that's how people are. That's just how people are. But when you come from a place, a background where people share and talk, and like in Kenya, we really do like telling our stories and telling them loud. So that is a culture shock. I think someone Canary had asked about culture shocks. Hi, midlife. Hi, Julia. How are you, Julia? Nice to see you. Charles, you're awake. You guys, blue butterflies. Oh my God. I hope you have a nice evening and a beautiful week ahead. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up. And next time when you come, we'll talk about Kenya, if you're planning to go or how that goes and everything. Sending lots of love your way, lots of love and peace and everything in your sleep tonight. Sweet dreams, blue butterflies. Salam alaikum, Stefana Porsche. Stefan, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. I think that's how you should answer. Julia, thank you so much, my sister. Julia, again, I'm saying if people are interested to follow other people who are doing YouTube, Julia is also a YouTuber from Kenya, and she makes shows about life in Kenya, life in the countryside in Kenya, vlogs about cooking Kenyan food. So you'll learn a lot from her, and especially if you're interested in life, especially in the day-to-day lives of Kenyans, you will learn a lot from Julia. I'm just saying. D. Almeida the second. How are you? What a beautiful name you got there. Oh, Skykes. Skykes, you say my friend's exam results are gonna come in like 3 minutes. Whoa, we're gonna cross fingers because I think that's nerve-wracking. You want to talk about Kenya? Oh, nice. We can talk about Kenya. That I can talk comfortably about, especially the things. Skykes, you say you want to try jollof rice. Okay, Kenya is not the place for that. In Kenya, we have pilau. And pilau, I'm sure you know about it if you're from India um, or any Arabic country. So we do pilau in Kenya. Jollof rice is for Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal. It's a West African dish. In fact, I don't know how to make jollof rice. Siddhartha, how are you? Good morning. Or maybe it's good afternoon now. I suppose you're also from India. Devi, sasa, karibu sana kwa live yangu. Hi, Devi. Devi is also another YouTuber. Feel free to visit Devi. If you're a YouTuber, just write a chat and say that you're a YouTuber. Maybe people will be interested to look at your channel. Chameno from Zimbabwe, how are you? How is Zimbabwe? Welcome to the live. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you, Chamenos. Blue butterflies, you say East Africans are quiet. West Africans are loud, especially Nigerians. Nigerians and African Americans are the loudest people in the world. Okay, I think I have to bow down to the Nigerians. To be honest, we had this discussion yesterday. Okay, Skykes, go and check the results. Please come back, and I hope that everything goes well. But blue butterflies, we had this discussion yesterday. But it happened to be in a live with a South African, a Black American, and a Nigerian, and I am Kenyan, and we were just talking about how Nigerians are. So I think nobody can beat Nigerians. I just think maybe in East Africa, Kenyans are the loudest. I think so. Tanzania and Uganda, Rwandese, Burundis, they're very gentle, maybe not gentle, but quiet and polite. Kenyans are hustlers. We just go. But yeah, but I think West Africa, especially when you put Nigerians there. Siddhartha, what do you mean you cast? I don't get it, but please write again. Thank you. Philmon, yes, I am from Kenya. I am born and brought up in Kenya, but I live in Denmark now. I'm doing life in Denmark, but I have my feet in both places. I'm often in Kenya whenever I can and whenever I can afford it, but my life is based here in Denmark. Oh, Julia, right now I have 27 likes. They don't show. Maybe I have hidden that in the settings. I could check. I didn't know. By the way, I wasn't aware. Thank you for making me aware. I think I've hidden it in the other videos, the other normal video forms, I think. But I didn't know that it also works for the lives. I can check it later when I finish. Charles, what are you saying about Charles? Oh, hope you have love and peace in Africa too, lady. Hope to get there one day. Charles, yes, please, if you ever have the chance, visit any country in Africa. I really believe it's a life-changing experience, but just you'll meet beautiful people there. So thank you for the wishes. I live in Denmark, but I'm also hoping for peace and peace to prevail also in Africa, of course, our motherland. Yes, guys, I think it's pulav. Pulav. In Kenya, we call it pulau or pilau. But I don't know if it's Arabic, but I'm sure it's the same. Pulav. I think, let me write it down. Pilau. We call it pilau or pulau. Pulau. I think rice. Julia, Kenya can maybe correct me. Oh, Devi, you're fine. Thank you, David, and thank you for being here. Imagine I only came like I just said I was gonna come for like half an hour to say just a quick hello, and I'm still here. But I'm enjoying it. Yes, please, Kai. Please check the results. Let's see how. I hope it goes well. You don't have to tell us. Devi, my English is awesome. Thank you very much. Nikujaribu. I'm just trying. This English came with a ship. We are just pretending. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate you. Nigerians, Nigerians win. Canary agrees. Canary agrees. Canary, I wish I don't know where you come from, but it's all right. I'm just curious. Um yeah, but Nigerians they get the medal. They get the gold medal for that. But Nigerians, I love Nigerians. And I think Nigerians are the kind of people you either love or hate. You can't be lukewarm about them. So they either make an impression that you love or an impression that you don't like. So for me, I absolutely love Nigerians. And extroverted. Extroverted to the extreme. Yeah, I saw once a quote by one of my favorite writers. Her name is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, a Nigerian lady. She was like, she was in an interview and she said, Nigerians, they must take this like a glass full of confidence in for their morning breakfast because they wake up feeling very confident, face the world feeling super confident. Yeah, so that's how they do. Oh my goodness. Charles, no, did I miss something? Skykes, Jungkook. I didn't understand that one, Skykes. Skykes. Charles, yes, I do indeed. I have a man. I'm happily married. Have been for a while. Skykes, the results didn't come yet. Okay, we pray. We pray. We send best wishes to your friend. We send all the best wishes to your friends. I know how it is to wait for exam results. Aristotle, voila, what a name. Karibu. Welcome, Aristotle. How are you and where are you writing from? Hi, Aristotle. Julia, okay, imagine I never knew. I never knew. I shall remember that. I shall remember to change that. I shall remember to, because it also makes a difference if people can see. Because I can see it here, but obviously nobody else can see it. I will change the settings for the likes to show the likes. Filmon. Oh, you said I look like an Ethiopian? Ethiopians are our neighbors. I'm Kenyan. And there's some people who have said that before to me. So maybe my old ancestors probably had connections with some Ethiopians. I have no idea. Oh, skikes, rice. Yeah, I think, yeah, and some meat and some Hoodlet. Oh my God, do we have a cook here in this live? Because now I'm embarrassing myself about how to make pilau. Yeah, Aristotle, you're my person. You're my person. We just speak positivity here. The world is full of a lot of chaos going on and negativity going on. So for me, I just say I'm gonna live positively, and if that's what it takes, I'm gonna spread it here through this channel. So welcome so much here, Aristotle. This is just us. This is just what we talk about. You are so much part of the tribe. Yes, guys, I know I think pilau is really in Kenya. It started at the coast, and the coast of Kenya, which is Mombasa, there's a lot of Indian and Arabic um, interactions from hundreds and thousands of years ago. So definitely, I was very sure pilau is eaten in India as well as in the Arab countries. Oh, you did? Oh, no, no, no. We eat pilau a lot. Any wedding you go to, any ceremonies you go to, we have all those different kinds of rice, and pilau is always there. Everybody wants to have pilau. Canary, you're from New York. I'm so sorry I insisted so much, but thank you for telling me. I won't forget. Charles, I have answered, haven't I? I said I do have a man. Thanks, Charles. I do have a man. I've been married for a while now, and I'm happy. Thank you, Devi. Devi says, please feel free to subscribe and like. And thank you. That's a really nice way of giving support. I do appreciate you, Devi. Asante. Asante sana, Devi. And Devi is also a YouTuber, so feel free to check out Devi's page. Charles, you're from New York City. You are from the States. No, Charles is not from New York City. Charles is not from New York City. That was Canary. But Charles, I know you're from the States. I remember that. Masilo Nanabulele. Hi, Masilo. Hi, Masilo. Welcome. Welcome to this live YouTube live streaming today. Oh my God, I think I'm tired. I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. Now it's as cold as ice. But I'm so happy to see all of you guys. You know, the funny thing is, every time I come to the live, I'm thinking I have a topic that I want to talk about. In fact, I meditate about it. And then I end up not talking about it because I am very slow with reading the chats. So I end up talking about the chats. So I think when you see the replay of the live, it must be very confusing because people don't see the chats, but they just hear me responding to the chats. But that's the nature of it. So today's topic, when I meditated upon it and I came here, I was thinking, it's in the title of the live, and I was just wondering how are we when the world is not watching, you know? And that is a question to myself. Look at me here, and I'm pretty positive-minded person. I think I'm positive and happy most of the time. But how am I when I'm not on the camera? How am I when I'm not in the streets, in town with friends? How am I when I'm with myself alone? When I'm with my dog? Like, how am I with my animals, the animals, or the trees, or the planet? How am I to my children, to my caretaker, to the people who work for us? I don't have someone working for me, but you know what I mean. But that is the main topic of today's live. And even if we don't talk about it, I will challenge you to actually think about it. Like, how can those people you relate to describe you? If someone asks them when you're not there in full confidence, we'll say, how do you think Kadhoni in midlife power is really? Is she that person she thinks she is, or she wants to show the world she is? That's my question for myself today. And I'll think about it later when I'm alone, maybe taking my walk. Anyway, Masilo, thank you so much for being here. Masilo, are you from South Africa or Southern Africa? I don't know why I feel like your last name especially, is from the southern part of Africa. Aristotle is here. Aristotle is back. Rising Star Theater, thank you so much for the love. Sky says Aristotle has traveled in time. Welcome, Aristotle. Tell us how it is from there with your wise words. Abdallah, how are you, Abdallah? Barigani. Oh, now I'm talking to you Swahili, I think. I'm assuming you know Swahili. Abdallah, welcome to my live. Hope you're doing well where you are. Hope your family is well and your friends. So, Canary, you say chapati. Chapati is another meal that is also Kenyan and also Indian and also from the Arabic cultures, I think. But Kenya, chapati is the main. When you have, Christmas times, or when we have Eid, or when we have special guests, you make them chapati and pilau and chicken. Chicken actually is quite a delicacy. It's a big deal in Kenya. Abdallah, I haven't seen your message. I think you said hello. Hello, Abdallah. Is that the one? Hi, Abdallah. Thank you. I'm so slow with reading messages. I'm so sorry. But if I have missed it, just write it again. I'm sorry. But thank you, Abdallah, for being here. I appreciate you. Aristotle, you appreciate our vibes and our kind spirit. Thank you, Abdallah. But I appreciate you too, and I appreciate you for saying that. And I think it's a reciprocation of everyone here. I think the whole vibe in this today in this channel is quite positive and kind. But that's how we roll. Thank you so much. But it's also because of everybody who's in this channel right now that the vibes are like that. Thank you so much, Aristotle. Bad Boy X. You say rice, meat, potatoes, and some sukuma wiki. It's perfect for pilau. Sukuma wiki. Oh man, I love sukuma wiki. Um, yeah, and ugali, Ben. I love my ugali. But sukuma wiki, no, I mean that is also a very Kenyan thing and maybe very East African thing. But sukuma wiki it's like a spinach, but it's a hard one. It's not as soft as spinach. And in fact, sukuma wiki is a Swahili name that means to push the weak. So I think from where it came from, it was a meal that you just take a little bit, that you'll have some, you can cook some every day to eat with your ugali. Just to have a small piece, bite of spinach. That spinach, which is it kale? Sukuma wiki? Oh, it's like colored. Are they called? No, I don't know. I don't want to say something wrong, but I think in the States you have them collard greens, collard greens, collard greens. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm mispronouncing it. Collard greens. But that we eat with ugali, which is like a mash of water and maize flour until it becomes thick with a texture like cake. Then we eat that with your sukuma and some meat on the side. That's yummy. That's my favorite meal. Skykes, you say, oh, I saw a recipe like chili, turmeric, and rice. Mm-hmm. There's turmeric, I think, in pilau. Yeah, maybe we have a different variation in East Africa, but I also know that we put also meat there, but also without meat for the vegetarians. Rising Star says we are all welcome. Oh, so results are out. Crossing fingers for you guys. Hi, Canary. Please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to share. All right. Thank you, Canary. Aristotle, Jesus, that's a beautiful question. Aristotle says, what is something you have learned in life that you would like to teach your children? Whew, you're giving me a moment to think there. Oh. You know, I think this I learned very late. I learned maybe in my 30s or something. And I think it's to know that, to always know, it sounds very, it's very cliche and very preachy. It's not what I intend to do, but it's really, for me, it's so important to know that the ground you occupy right now, it's yours, that no one can move you from, no one can occupy it until you move and occupy another ground. And in that way, it's to say that your voice matters as much as any other person. The place I'm sitting right here, this seat, nobody else, even if it's a rented house or even if I'm in our office working, that seat you're sitting on, to me, I feel like that's my seat. I am meant to be there. So I shouldn't demean myself. I should go there feeling like I belong there, and whatever I have in mind is as important. And it's very, in fact, pretty important, not in an egoistic way. But that is what I wish for my children to learn. And I think it's probably myself teaching my younger self, because I have lived with, like, I had some low confidence with myself. So I'm also really like, motivating myself. But I learned late that maybe the things I even thought about myself, like the way I put myself down, that maybe that's not even what people saw on the other side. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I don't belong here. Oh, I can't say anything. Oh, so that's one thing I want my children to do, to learn, and I hope they can learn it on them, on their own, in a kind way, like, not to learn the hard way, but if they can just know it. Because you can tell them all you can tell people all you want, but people, I think, have to really know or want to know it or experience it. But I don't know if that makes sense. But it's just to own the ground you walk in, or own the ground you're standing on, in a way, without putting your chest forward, but just knowing that you belong there, and your words and your voice is necessary, even not even valid, but necessary, because you're coming from the world with your own, you're coming from, with your own background, with your own set of information, with your own, also all the things that we have inherited from our ancestors. We have so much knowledge that we know that is uniquely ours. Maybe some things you can only be the one to say them in the perfect way that one another person understands. So say it. Don't demean your light. Don't demean your light. I think that's what I want to tell my children. And just know, and also just to know that they are loved, and they are love, and they are enough. Thank you, Aristotle, for making me go there. But that's how I feel. How about you? Please let me know how everybody, actually, that's a really beautiful question. Let me know what would you like someone to know, your loved ones to know, or your children? Hello there, the one who has written after Aristotle. I can't read your name, but I really appreciate that you're here. And you're also from India. Thank you. Oh, Skykes, we're gonna celebrate with you. Your friend passed. Oh, that's beautiful news. Oh, congratulations. Big congratulations to your friend. I'm sure she's relieved. And so do you sound. You sound too. Aristotle, is this what you would like to teach your children? Let me say. You say you cannot deny the truth in your mind, no matter how you deny it. You cannot deny. Hey, read that again. Hey, everybody, read that again. You cannot deny the truth in your mind, no matter how you deny it. Wow, let that sink. Let that sink. I agreed with that, really. People, speak your truth. Because otherwise you live your life being something else and someone else, or being what another person wants you to be, instead of being your authentic self. Canary, in the Caribbean, we have a lot of roti. Roti is a very Indian meal, right? Roti is like chapati, right? But it's not sweet, and it's not, I think so. But anyway, I like roti when you go to an Indian restaurant. No, I think I was actually thinking of naan. Then I don't know the difference. What's the difference between roti and naan? Canary, you say, have you ever had jollof rice? I've had some jollof rice when I visited Ghana. And also sometimes I've had it in a restaurant, I think in Copenhagen, in a West African restaurant. Naan is very much Indian. That is true. It's not American. Collards, Canary, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for that word, but that's what I meant. This is what I meant. What sukuma wiki is I think is that leaf. It's like that. Thank you. Thank you. Canary, I do my own hair, but not this one. This one I did it when I was in Kenya not so long ago. And it would be quite expensive to do this here. And it would take a lot of time. So I have locks, so I make my own hair otherwise when I'm home. And then sometimes I can meet, I know some African salons. So when I have the time and when I have the money, actually, because it's pretty expensive. Labor is very expensive in Denmark. Then I can go there once in a while. Or if you can have a friend who knows how to make hair, then you can go to their place and then they can make you, and then you pay them some money, but less money than in a salon. But usually I make my own hair. I spend most of my Sundays making my hair. Jonathan Makewa, karibu sana, very welcome to this channel. Here we talk all things positive and beautiful. Hi Martin, how are you, Martin? Welcome. Martin Wilonja, hi, how are you? Skykes, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for participating in the lives, in the chats. I hope to see you again, and I hope you liked and subscribed to my channel, and thank you so much for your company. I'm wishing you a happy and a beautiful day and a very fruitful day. I wish you a purpose-filled life. See you next time. Thank you, Sky, and a lot of best of luck with learning Swedish. Alberto, hi, how are you, Alberto Rivera? You're welcome here. Canary, you said that they look, but you're right. This is this when you go back to their motherland, it's different because everybody makes hair there. So you say those braids are quite sophisticated. It makes sense. It was done in Kenya. But this actually, it's not sophisticated. It's because I really don't have patience, because they can make very fine ones. I'm sure here, anybody can make like this. This is really a standard way of making them. Also here, I think. I don't know how to do braids, but yeah, they were done in Kenya. You got me there. Aristotle, you say, what's your favorite dish? What favorite dish do you make to feed your soul? Something made with love. Aristotle, I love your questions because they give me a think. You see, the thing is, when I make food for my children, I'm not a very good cook. In fact, I only very rarely do I enjoy cooking. But when I make food for my children, like something like lasagna, they love lasagna. They love chapati. And chapati takes long to make. Those foods, I feel, when I'm in the process of making them, then that feels really soulful for me. But because I feel like for me, I really enjoy the process. Like when I write, I can write a book and be very enthusiastic about writing it, and then it will never see the light of day because the rest is not fun. So back to the food question. What's your favorite dish you make? I think when I make chapati, when I make chapati here, but especially because here in Denmark, it's not, for me, I think it's a long process to make chapati. I'm not a very good cook as such. I mean, I don't call myself a cook. It's not a passion for me. But when I make chapati, I really do. It's an act of love. And I know also that it's be appreciated very much because I know my children, they love chapati and my husband loves chapati. So for me, I'd say making chapati is an act of love. And it feeds my soul because it's also a long process. So by the time you're doing all those mixing and rolling and frying, it's so many steps in it. I'm pretty sure every Kenyan here can agree with me in terms of making chapati. But I can only make chapati when I'm in the mood. So I think it's always a good experience. I hope that answers. What about you, Aristotle? I really like your questions. Aristotle, thank you for subscribing. I hope you have a chance to see some of the videos I make, because I also make some videos when I'm walking. I haven't done that last week. I don't know why. I was very busy. But when I'm walking in the woods and also tapping some music, songs from birds, which I really think they are soothing to my soul. Thank you so much for subscribing, Aristotle. I really appreciate that. Canary was wondering if Denmark had that level of skill. But they're just far and far between, few and far between, that's what we say. Because there are not so many immigrants. And maybe I also don't know, because I'm sure there are many African salons in Copenhagen. And again, I live away. So for me to find the right salon, I have to be actively searching, and I don't. So I think there are several, but maybe, of course, it's easier to find them in Kenya. Rising Star, thank you so much for the love. Rising Star, don't talk about breakfast. I also now I need a cup of coffee. Mm. But yeah, thank you, Rising Star. I'm happy. I'm happy to entertain you. Breakfast session. Nep, nep, eh, eh, Nep X Gaming. Nep X. Oh, Nepal, of course, makes sense. Nep X Gaming. How are you? How is Nepal? What time is it in Nepal right now? I have a feeling like Nepal is such a beautiful place, beautiful culture, beautiful landscapes. Tell us a little bit more about Nepal. Aristotle, Aristotle, I love having authentic conversations with people. I believe authentic conversations are one of the best joys in life. I agree with you, Aristotle. And actually, that's also why I said, I don't know if you were here, I said my experience on doing YouTube, I found out that this doing lives is it's really, I think, is the most authentic I am in terms of recording or doing videos or doing YouTube, because I'm not that conscious. You know what I mean? I'm always conscious. You're always conscious when you're in front of a screen because it's not a normal thing to be talking to a screen. But here I feel like I can be more authentic, and we can just discuss issues that are just coming from the charts, and then without having putting so much thinking, scripting and all that. But I really enjoy like being in a place, in a quiet bar, having a glass of wine with some background music, and just having deep conversations, not even deep, just fun conversations with people I care about, with people I trust, about mostly. I'm very interested in theater, so it's about theater or books or writers. Um, that scenario, I've had some of those experiences, and I feel my soul, it's like going to church feeling. So I feel what you mean, Aristotle. Aristotle, where do you come from? Where do you live? And what time is it where you live? Kid, hi Kid. Hi Kid, nice to see you here. Kid, I love the way you write your name. I hope I'm saying it right. Kid. Hi, Kid. Welcome. And Kid, you say making food is definitely an act of love because food preparation is the worst chore. Food preparation is the worst chore, worst hobby, and the worst career choice. So someone else can do it. Okay, I get you, Kid. You're not a big fan of being in the kitchen. So I don't have such strong sentiments about it, but I do get what you mean. I mean, and then when you see cooks who love that, and cooks are such busy people, then they must really be doing it out of love. But yeah, when then you decide to make food, especially that takes time. To me, yes, that is a big declaration of love. Rising Stars. Rising Stars says chapatis need morale. I tell you. Otherwise, you find yourself frying crisps. That is a true story right there. True story. But I'm telling you, there are people who have found an art of making chapatis. Am I wrong? Julia KE, do you not have who has a page making a video making chapatis? I know someone I watched yesterday making layered chapatis. Ugh. But you see, the thing is, Rising Star, especially when I live here in Denmark, it's my advantage is that there's not other people making chapatis. So my children, they just really know my chapatis, and therefore they just love it. Maybe I make those hard ones, but they just love them. But you're right. Kid, do you think Shah Jahan can manage making some chapatis with kana butter? Ooh, what do you mean, Shah Jahan? Not sure who that is. And I never make chapatis with canna butter, but I'd love to know. Canary Kid says, Canary is a fan of Nepal. Hey, NetX Gaming, come on, tell us about Nepal. Nepal, there are a few people who are a big fan of the country. Kid, you say, if not, then she can make pita with canna butter and it will be good as long as it's gluten free. Okay, okay, you have a gluten something. Oh no. I hope it's not hard to find food where you live, gluten free food. And also that people know that and they respect that. Respect that. Rising Stars Theater. Okay, you feel we're not connected. Mm. What do you mean? With the person who was making chapatis or what? Canary Kid, imagine I am a coffee drinker. I am a coffee drinker, and this is something I learned when I came to Denmark. Imagine that. Kenya being both tea and coffee producers of the highest level. We produce one of the best coffees in the world. But when I was growing up, everyone in Kenya, almost everyone, I think coffee now is becoming a big thing. But before, when I was growing up, it was tea. Like now, people can go to cafes and buy themselves coffee. That's also becoming like a lifestyle thing. But imagine when you go to people's homes, like, for example, my mother's home, she's always drinking tea. My siblings love tea, but I never really liked to drink tea. I never had that as a beverage when I was growing up. But when I came to Denmark, and I don't know if it's because of the cold or it's because of just being in that working environment where my colleagues, honestly, every 2 hours, I think we were very bored. Maybe we were bored. We just go to the kitchen and get a cup of coffee. And then it just became my norm. So now I have to have my 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then I can continue my day. The cool guy say, hey, baby. Hey, cool guy. Welcome to the live. Nice to see you here. Hope you're being cool as ever. The Rising Stars Theater says interaction is just amazing. You get to know each other. Yes, thank you. Please write a few things about yourselves, guys, so I can also, yeah, maybe I should ask. I should remember to ask. Aristotle, what is your soul food? Food for your soul. Tell us. Canary, you say, what kind of music are you into? Oh, imagine I find that question very hard to answer because I am so much into all sorts of music. I can tell you what I'm not into. I'm not into techno, but anything else. I love blues. I love some pop. I love Afrobeats. Because that really, and so it really depends on my mood. And I love jazz. It's just I feel like I love reggae, but I really feel like there's a mood for everything. But the thing, heavy rock, metal, techno is not my thing. But maybe there'll be a day I'll go somewhere and they're playing that and I'll still enjoy it because I like partying, I like dancing. I am actually the happiest when I'm dancing, I think. But dancing, like just dancing when I'm in the mood of dancing. And it's not dancing like choreographed stuff, just dancing, moving my body the way it feels, it needs to be moved. So that is my very, very broad answer to what music I'm into. Right now, actually, I don't know why I thought of listening to some Kikuyu music. Kikuyu pop music is fun. Lovebug 1337. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, Lovebug. I love your name. You've liked and you've subbed. I appreciate you. How did you manage your priorities between YouTube, day jobs, and polishing your Johnson? Let me, I don't manage. I'm not really good at managing because I am a bit, what do you call it when you're just like random? Spontaneous. Yeah, I'm a bit spontaneous. But right now I'm not working. That is easy to manage if you're not working. Tomorrow I'm gonna be working, but today I'm not. So being jobless helps to manage YouTube. But I'm also pretty new in YouTube. So it's just been 1.5 months. And therefore, it's like a learning process. I'm still learning. This is just like the second week I'm trying to do lives. This is my third or fourth live to hold. And so I don't know if I'm managing because really, like, even when I record videos here, I'm still learning how to edit. And I had to tell myself that things don't have to be perfect, picture perfect in terms of editing, because editing really takes forever. Anybody who's a YouTube can attest to that, especially if you don't have the background in tech and video making. So I really have a long, and that's why actually I like lives, because then you just do a live, and I don't even edit lives, then I throw them on YouTube. But when I do like a sitting video, chatting, then I have to script it, then I have to record it, then I go and edit it, and for me editing takes forever. And then I have to make the thumbnails, I have to find a description. For me it's such a process. So I'm happy that I managed to start YouTube when I have not been having work, because if I was working I would never been able to do it. I would have given up like day 2. So I have so much respect for anybody who has a 9 to 5 or whichever job order and can be able to still do YouTube. That takes a lot of courage and power. But that's the thing. I wouldn't have been able to manage, especially because I don't know the tricks of the trade. I'm learning now. So but that's another thing. I haven't actually talked about my state of being unemployed, because I wanted to make that on a sit-in video. I had sitting, what is it called? Sitting head video, something like that. But in Denmark, it's a lot easier to be unemployed than in many places, because you have some sort of unemployment insurance. Yeah, so I've been blessed that then I had this chance to do this YouTube. I hope that answers Reed Loveberg, and thank you for asking and for the concern. Canary King, what kind of theater? I have some friends of mine who are theater enthusiasts, and I like good old Victorian Shakespeare style theater. I love the old literature, and especially the Victorian literature. But I also, so I would love to go and see some Shakespeare somewhere. But I also like theater that deals with the situations that we are in, performance theaters that are dealing with the reality of our day. Like yesterday, I was in Malmö in Sweden, and that is not far. I live far away. I live like an hour away from Copenhagen, but from Copenhagen to Malmö, Copenhagen being the capital city of Denmark, and Malmö being, I think, is the third largest city of Sweden, is just one. They are separated by the sea, the Øresund Sea. It's like half an hour's train ride. So my friend and I, we went to see a theater, and I really liked it, where they are addressing the situation in Malmö, the city of Malmö, in terms of how young immigrant kids are being treated, the violence in the streets, and how a lot of, and how they're seen in the streets, and the discrimination and the stereotyping them. So that kind of theater, that addressing today reality, the real life. And I don't care much for those, what are they called, where you as an audience member are also included in the performance. I really don't like that, because I don't like being caught unawares and being put on stage. um oh yeah, I think that's what I like. I also like, I write, my friend and I, we write pieces, like we wrote like a 15 minutes performance piece, where we include visual and audio and her performing. She's an amazing actor, and again addressing the issues of stereotypes. So yeah, really, I think it's the things that we are living with day to day. Yeah. Then Aristotle, what is a meaningful place on earth for you? A place where you grew up, a place where you feel home. Um, that's an easy one. I'm trying to learn to feel at home everywhere and everywhere, and like I really enjoy being where I am now, and mostly I've learned that because I have been taking really long walks in the forest, especially this period where I haven't been working. It's been really grounding for my spirit. So I'm finding myself okay being where I am now. But if you ask me one specific place that makes me feel home, it's where I grew up. And I grew up in a small village in Kenya, in Kiambu County. And what was so special about that place is because it's I lived together with my grandfather, with my aunties, with my cousins, and my siblings and my parents. A big, big, big compound. Then we had cows, we had pigs, we had goats, we had chicken, we had, in the farm, we had avocados, we had potatoes, we had bananas, beans, maize, coffee, tea, cassava, yams. My grandfather grew cassava and yams. Nowadays, they don't grow that anymore. But that is the place where I felt happiest and safest. Like those are my childhood was such a beautiful childhood. And apparently I really didn't appreciate it, because being born in a village, you wish you were born in the city. You wish you could live like the lives you see on TV. So we always wanted to live another life. And then when I grew up and I left that place, I was like, that was the best place. And I think it's also because my grandfather, I was very close to my grandfather. So that place always reminds me of my grandfather. That is my very answer. Aristotle, you were born in the Philippines and then you live in the States. Okay, wow. Okay, yesterday I had another person who was from the Philippines. We had a really nice time talking about movies, Filipino movies. Yeah, and I also had when I did my thesis in the university, we worked together with a girl from the Philippines. So I had a little bit knowledge of the Philippines and the Tagalog, the language. Sorry, I think I'm murdering that one. I think it was Tagalog. And the idea that you have so many islands in the Philippines. That's my little knowledge about the Philippines. And nice to have you here, Aristotle. Thank you so much for all the questions that you're asking. Could I assume that, I don't know, is Philippines that for you, the place that you feel home, the place that you could return to or want to return to in a minute? Let me know. Sarudzai, who's that girl? Hi, Sarudzai. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Big. Kinda Soul. Why are you laughing? Let me know. I'm so behind. Why are you laughing, Kinda Soul? It's nice to see you still here. Aristotle, you say of where the place I dream. Where is a place you dream of going? Hey, you're asking me so many questions that I really haven't thought about. Imagine, where is a place I dream of going? I think I'm gonna say that I want to know more about this. This sounds crazy, but I want to be more at ease and like in myself. I think I'm going inside, internal. That I want to know, grow more, and be at peace more within myself. Find the confidence that I need, like that internal growth. That's where I want to go. So it's not somewhere physical, because those ones they change every minute. But there's a bird walking on the roof. That's funny. It's a huge bird. It's heavy. So that's my answer, Aristotle, to that. And then Robert, I am not. I am married. I know. Didn't you ask? Didn't someone? Not you. Maybe someone asked me that earlier today. No, I am very much happily married. I've been that for a while. Sorry, the bird is disturbing me. I hope it's not interrupting it. It's so funny that it's just walking around the roof. It's a small house and there's no ceiling, so you can hear so much noise. Robert, no, I am married. I am married, Robert. How about you? Are you married? I think we talked about that last time. I think. Aristotle, you say food from my soul is sua Filipino soup made with fish or beef called sinigang. It has a very strong taste, but it reminds me of my childhood at home with my mother. Isn't that amazing that most of the things that we love is just what reminds, it's like your childhood. I think we all want to go back to that child. I don't know. I'd love to read the psychology on this. Maybe if I can find some sort. Yeah, the other day we had a psychologist in the house. I wish I can try and relate that. But maybe if you had a good childhood, maybe if you had a messed up childhood, then you don't want to go back there. But I think I had a really good childhood. So yeah. Titan TV man, YT, Bruce and Brat. I don't know what you mean. I can't read that. I'm sorry. Aristotle, I will leave soon, but can you recommend a book you like? Okay. Oh, I mean, I have many books I like, and it's so hard to recommend. But I can right now. And actually, he's no, he's Vietnamese. I like reading Ocean Vuong. He's my favorite, one of my favorite writers, Ocean Vuong. I have written his name down there. He has written poetry. He's a very, very beautiful writer. So find him, and I hope you find you resonate with his way of writing, but I really love him as a writer. Cracked Raccoon. Cracked Raccoon, oh my God. Can you be my mommy? I'll get adoption paperwork. Cracked Raccoon. How old are you? Can I be allowed to do that? Oh my God. I don't know. Cracked Raccoon, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Maybe you should talk to my children and find out if that's a good idea. Maybe they're trying to find a way to escape, but no, I'm joking. Oh, I'm joking. But thank you, Cracked Raccoon. I like your name too. Aaron, my Ghanaian brother in the house. How are you, Aaron? Aaron, how are you? Thank you for coming. I saw you earlier in the earlier live. In fact, that's why I also came again to do the live, because I could see you've been there. So thank you, Aaron, for coming back. And you're asking, do you work from home? Okay, Aaron, I can see you missed the last half hour I was here talking about how I don't have a job. So no, I don't work from home. If I work from home, to be honest, I couldn't be on YouTube. I couldn't be able. I'd feel guilty. And I think I could also be caught. My job just ended. It ended end of March. So April and May, I have just been looking for jobs and taking good care of my spirit and working on YouTube. Yeah. So that's the work I'm doing right now. I'm doing my YouTube. My YouTube is my job. Aristotle says the Philippines is in my heart because I have many nostalgic memories growing up, playing in the dirt streets in the countryside. It was a simple life. Aristotle, imagine that's exactly how it is with my childhood. I also enjoyed running, and my mom is very, high, like a school teacher and very keen on hygiene and really took care of us. And she didn't want us to walk around without shoes, but I really enjoyed walking around without shoes. So yeah, that's my childhood memories too. I also remember some of my most amazing memories was to go. My grandfather lived like in his at his own house, little house, round house, like I don't know, 10 steps, not far away, a minute away, 2 minutes away from us. And we had cows, and we would always give him milk. Like we would give him a liter of milk every day. And me and my siblings, we were always fighting who's gonna take the milk to our grandfather. And we would go, and then we would stay there, and we would sit around the fireplace. Oh my God, I'll start crying when I start talking about him. Around the fireplace, and he would start talking to us, and he was the most gentle soul and most loving soul. Never, he's so loving. So we would go there at 6 in the evening after the cows had been milked, and and stay there until 10, until he had to sleep. And my grandfather used to make the most amazing. I've never tasted ugali, which is the Kenyan food that we make white flour, no, sorry, maize flour, corn flour with water, boil it until it becomes like cake-like. And usually most of the times it really doesn't have a lot of taste, because imagine just water and corn flour. And some people actually put salt, and I think probably that gives some taste. But ugali, the reason for having ugali is what you eat it with, the spinach, the meat. So that's where the taste comes in. But my grandfather would make ugali, but his ugali was so sweet, it was like cake. And I actually think it's because he used to put milk in it. And he would drink it with fermented milk, because he was getting a liter every day, and he never drank all that milk. So some of it he would keep it ferment, and some of it he would cook ugali with it and eat, and the other one he would drink it like maziwa mala. And we would stay there from 6 to 10 p.m. And that was really the best moments in my life. And then we'd walk home at night, and my mom would be worried. But mostly sometimes my grandfather would walk us home and calm my mother. That's my memories of my childhood. That's why you understand why it was so easy for me to know where I feel home. Canary, my soul is at peace in the tropics. Yeah, that's something. I understand that. I love the rain in the lush greenery. Yeah, and the rain, for me, the rain in Kenya feels different than the rain in Denmark. Like in Kenya is heavy rain. In Denmark is very light rain, and it can just be raining the whole day. But in Kenya, it will rain, life stops, and things will flood. Hi, Jimmy Carr. How are you? Jimmy, thank you for coming. I'm from Kenya. Yeah, but I am from Kenya, but I live in Denmark. Yeah. QRXRT, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. If you're so welcome. I hope you do, in fact. Thank you so much, Aristotle. You say, I appreciate your time and spending time responding to us in the chat. I hope to speak with you soon again. Again soon. Take care, and hope nothing but the best for you and your family. Thank you so much, Aristotle, and thank you for your questions and your engagement. Appreciate you very much. You really asked me some questions that got me thinking. Yeah, and I hope you come to visit the Philippines soon and walk barefoot in the villages. I wish you a good day and a purposeful filled life. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the love hearts, everybody. Aaron, thank you for saying that. I am trying to make use of the time that I have to grow this channel. So when I get a job, at least then I'll have had the subscribers that they need to monetize the watch hours. So yeah, this is also a labor of love. You have to put hours. So I'm enjoying, but that's the beauty of these. Now I understand really why people do what they do, because it's not just to be monetized. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm getting a lot from it. I'm really appreciating it. Thank you. What's up? C7206 exhaust leak. Exhaust leak. Hi, C7. Welcome here. Steve, Steve Official. Oh my God, I don't have that. Thank you for your very funny comment. You're welcome here. So, thank you for being here. Aristotle, imagine I never have like a standard time. Maybe I should plan that. You see, I said I'm very spontaneous. Today I wasn't planning to do it. Then I said maybe I'll be here for half an hour. But I'm here for like 3 hours. But maybe I should arrange, especially because I see, and maybe I should consider. There's a lot of Americans and some Canadians and some Indian people, a lot of Indian people who watch. So maybe I should figure out what time is best for all of those people, because like now I think a lot of people in the States are, it's either quite late in the night, so people can't be there. And I'm really enjoying interacting also with people in the States, and also people in Kenya. Kenyans and my time zone is similar, or most of the African countries and my time zone is similar. And I also have a lot of such people with me, my friends. So I will think about it. Aristotle, and maybe I can. Are you on YouTube? Are you a YouTuber, Aristotle? Maybe I can also follow you if you want. Steven Official, thank you. It was so amazing. I even wrote something about my grandfather. He was a really kind person. Thank you, Aaron. Looks like you got a lot of personality from your grandfather. I would only hope. He was the most gentle person, but also really wise and kind, and took his time to react, which is something I do aspire to do. Hi V. Hi V without borders. Thank you for being here, my dear. Thank you. And I saw you earlier in the silent live. So thank you for showing up for me. Appreciate you. Sushant Gangwa. Hey, your name is a tongue twister for some of us. Thank you, Sushant. Thank you so much for your love. Appreciate you. I love you. Canary, I really appreciate the memories of your grandfather. Thank you so much, Canary. Thank you. I was also I don't know even where that came from, but it's something I remember. And he's been gone for a long time, but his memory stays with me forever. Hi, Jimika. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really love that. Appreciate that. Aaron, are we lawyer? Thank you, my brother. You say your children are lucky to have you as their mom. You see, that is the only thing I can hope, and I do my best. But to be honest, I think being a parent, you almost always feel like you can never. I feel like I'm trying. I really did try to meet them wherever they are. But you know what I realized about being a parent? You think when you have children, you think, oh, you're gonna teach them this and you're teaching them that and that. And then the faster you realize that they're the ones to teach you, the better it is for everybody. And also it's the whole idea of learning that the children are they're their own people. They have their own personalities. They have their own intelligence. So it's about, bringing that out. And my children are big now, but those are the things I've learned. There's this poem by Khalil Gibran. In the book called The Prophet, he talks about our children. There's a poem called Our Children. I can recommend all of you to read it, because it really is an eye-opener to be able to see your child in the place they are and not what you want them to be. That's how I see it. I hope I do achieve that as a mother. I hope I do. The poetry book is called The Prophet, and the poem, children. Our children, or the children, the children. You can find that one if you don't know it, and if you know it, I hope you agree with me. But I think it's such a brilliant poem that tells us that our children are their own beings, and the sooner we learn how to bring them up, uplift them, bring the best, actually just support them as they go through life, as they show us who they are, the better. Because we live in systems that try to make children smaller and even kill their dreams. I saw another statistics somewhere, a research that had said about creativity. We are born with this creativity. And they were doing a research. I think they were following a group of people from childhood to, I think, maybe 1,000 people. And then they were following, like, they were testing creativity level at the age of 4, creativity level of the same group at the age of 10 and at the age of 15. And then they find out that when you're 4, I think creativity level is like 98%. You're so creative, you're so brilliant, you're so full of ideas, you're so full of fantasies, and so brave. And then by the age of, I think, 6, 7, imagine it just like drops. Poof. By the time you're 10 or 15, it's like 4% or something like that. So also our school systems don't encourage creativity. So as a parent, find what is that thing, that shining thing in your child, and bring it out. I don't think I did that when my children were smaller. But I hope to live up. I hope to spend my life living up to that now. I have even told them that, but yeah. Thank you so much, Aaron, for making me now go to my children and become emotional. Varalus, hi. Hi, Varalus. Welcome to this place, to this live. We talk about everything and anything. My age, how old are you? I am 45 years old. I'm going to be 46 in a few months. Sky, I'm still here. Sky, I'm still here. Imagine this place is very addictive. It's hard to leave. I'm really having a good time. The Rising Star, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Varalus, I live in Denmark. Liwocha Kahire, thank you so much. Oh, Kahaya. Oh, Jesus. You're Kahaya, not Kahire. Oh, Lord Jesus, forgive me. Kahaya. Liwocha Kahaya. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for your words. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I have answered. Fred. Hi, Fred. Hi, Fredo. How are you, Fredo? I have 2 children, Valralus. Roka, I'm tall. I don't know how exactly. I don't know 100 and what. I imagine I don't know. Maybe 175 centimeters. I really don't remember. I don't remember those things. I never remember. I have to go and measure myself every time I have to fill up my passport or something. V, hi V. Thank you so much, V. Thank you for the hugs. Appreciate that. Roka, how much time did I spend making my hair? The braiding, I don't even think it took so long. Maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. But I have a lady who's a friend to my sister who's really good. She's very fast. She was just doing it on her own, and she just comes home to where you are, and then she'll fix your hair. And she's very good. V Without Borders, Rising Star Theater is saying hi. Aaron, and V Without Borders is an amazing YouTuber. You can see a whole lot of life in South Africa if you want to know a bit more of South Africa. So feel free to go to V Without Borders. I think it's what I've seen is about South Africa. I don't know if you do more other things. But I think there's pretty interesting things about restaurants to eat when you're in South Africa. I saw one here recently about, I think it was Durban. And I was like, you did it so well. I felt like, oh my God, these people should pay you for advertising their restaurants. Rising Star Theatre. Oh, yeah, you've written to V. I said that. Okay. You're welcome, Aaron. Please look at that poem by Khalil Gibran. He's an Iranian, he was an Iranian writer. I think from the beginning of 20th century, I think in early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken. Aaron, you say thank you for your exposition about children and child upbringing. Nothing in life is more important. Yes, and that is something that we don't realize how much they need us to see them. Mostly, it's just really to see them and hold them and support them, to be the best versions that they can be. Hi, Krishna. How are you, Krishna? Krishna, Reddy Krishna, thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. Krishna, I am from Kenya, and I live in Denmark. I'm a Kenyan woman. Canary, yeah, I was also not very specific. You say, can you please repeat the kind of music you enjoy? I wasn't very specific because I think I said I enjoy every music besides I could name 2 genres that I'm not crazy about. But I feel for me, music to me is the mood that talks to me. I could be in the mood to hear some reggae. I like some Bob Marley songs. One of my favorite songs is the Redemption Song. And then I like blues, a lot of blues, especially blues, American blues from the 60s and the 50s. Really love that. I love Otis Redding. I love that generation of musicians. So you see, I love R&B. I grew up in the 90s. I was a young person in the 90s, so a lot of this R&B, Black American music speaks to my heart a lot. Reminds me of my youth. I like soft rock. I like Afrobeat. I definitely love Afrobeat because it really brings out the vibrancy of Africa and the young age, the young population of Africa. What else do I like? Sometimes I even like classical music, but very, very, very specific times. There are sometimes like I like just to listen to classical music, Beethoven. I like to listen to that because it calms my mind. Especially like when I'm writing, like trying to figure out how to write, I listen to classical music. I put it in the background. Yeah, so I love all sorts of music. Techno is not my big kind of music to go to. Heavy rock, I don't care much for that. So I think anything else really. It's just whichever mood I feel. I mean, I love jazz. I love listening to some nice piano in the background. So I'm really open about music. Rocker Team, you say my hairstyle took too much time. That's not a lot of time. Imagine it's not. You can go to a salon. 3 hours is actually very fast for braids. You can go to a salon and you stay there for a whole day. So when I was growing up, I was ready for that. But this one, I think, it was really well, fast, quick done. Voralus, you say, I think. Oh, you think I look? You look. Honestly, I think sometimes the screen cheats. 28 or 30? Okay, thank you. If I look 28 or 30 years old, thank you so much. Then I think my ancestors' my genes are good. My DNA is good. It's taking good care of me. But my mom also looks pretty young for her age. Aaron, thank you, Aaron. I know you did. I am a Christian born and brought up, but I've lived with Muslims, worked with Muslims, so I am a person of all religions. I find something good in every religion, and then something that fits my spirit is what I go for. So I'm more spiritual than putting myself in a religion. But I am born and brought up in Christianity teachings, and I try to live in the teachings of Christ. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much about that. Baralus, what are you doing, your husband? I don't know what you mean. But he's fine. He is fine. Thank you for asking. QRXRT, how are you? Thank you, QR. You can subscribe to my channel. Please do. Canary King, do you mean like writing a film, or what do you mean? Because I'm interested in writing. In fact, I have dreams of writing a film, a very specific film. Some of the things I have in my list. I have dreams of writing like a web series, but it's more into the writing part. I don't know what you mean in making a film. Please specify. But I think the answer is yes. I am open. I am open to everything. I am open to everything if it fits with my values. Rising star, what do you mean? Thank you, Varalus. Thank you so much. Afros, hi Afros, how are you? Welcome to the channel of Afros, and nice to see you here, Afros. My name is Gadhoni, and I come from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Rokatim, what do you mean is my AC temperature? What does that mean? I'm not sure what you mean. We don't have AC here. Maybe that's what you mean. We don't do AC here. We just, I don't think it gets ever that hot to put AC on, if that is what you mean. Maybe I'm mistaking you. Varolus, do you know I have been to Turkey not so long ago? Imagine I was in Istanbul. God, was it? Yeah, it was end of April. I was there for 5 days. I loved Istanbul. And I spent some days in the city. Istanbul reminded me a lot of Nairobi. There was so much like life, a lot of life going on, people doing their business. But then I also needed to run away from the noise of the city, and I took a ferry to, someone recommended me to go to some islands, but you can, you can take the ferry, which I loved. I love that idea of sailing from one side of Istanbul to the other side by water. I loved it on the water. So it was really an experience. And then one of the days, someone recommended that I should go to one of the islands. I can't remember what islands they are, but I think there are 4. And there's one, the last one, they had long names. I hope you can remember. Sorry, I was disrupted by the message. But I chose the island that didn't have a lot of people. So I just went there and walked around, and it was quiet, and I couldn't see anyone on the street. It was really funny coming from Istanbul, which is really noisy and a whole lot of people, to spending a day in a quiet little island. The cool guy, you say, are you black? I don't know what you mean by that, cool guy. Is there something that I'm missing? um, Black, yes. If it's the black that we mean, if I'm understanding you, of course I am. I'm African. I'm born in Kenya, from the cradle of mankind. So if that is a kind of person, yeah, if the race is black, I come from Africa. So rockets. Oh, you mean this one? Okay, this one is actually we use it for the cold when it's because mostly it's cold here. When it's the summertime, we never put the AC on because it's never that hot. But in the wintertime, then we warm the house with this thing. So we are not using it. It's not being used now. Varaluz, you're living in Istanbul. Okay. Yeah, you guys were very kind. The Turkish people were really nice and very friendly. It was a small island. I can't remember the names, but there were. It took me like an hour to get there from. Oh, I'm blanking. Max Life, hi, how are you? I don't know what you mean. I don't go into those issues and probably wouldn't agree with you. Bilal Jan, oh, what do you mean my name and qualification? Bilal, my name is Gadoni, and I have, like, in my education, I work in business administration. Yeah, if that's what you mean, let me know if that's what you mean. I hope that answers your question. Sandeep, hi Sandeep, hi, how are you doing? Hi, thank you so much for being here. The weather right now, it's usually, I can't see it right now, but it's quite cool because there's a breeze and there's a cloud. The sky is covered in, the sun is not out. It says 13 degrees centigrade. Do you use centigrades or do you use Fahrenheit? 13 degrees is it's not a lot, but it's okay. It's normal for Denmark. Those are some interesting emojis running there. So how far have I run? How far have I gone? Roka, what time is it in your country? Because I'm Indian and we have different times. Just want to know. Here it's 10 o'clock. It's going to 10 o'clock. Time shift TV, lesbian wife. I don't know what that means. Wow, Trevor does stuff. Hi, Trevor. Thank you from the Finnish military. Yeah, it's the Princess Island, but I went to the small one. I think it was the number 3. The third one, because there were like 4. So I went to the third one. I stopped from the third one and stayed there the whole day. Hi, Trevor. Is that a Finnish? That's definitely a very much a Finnish flag. Yes. Afros, I don't like going into politics so much, but I think from what I know, I haven't done so much research, but I think Ibrahim Traore is really making a big change in Africa and showing young people what they can do to free themselves. But I just don't know who is behind, who is supporting him. But I really love what he's showing about Africa can be independent. That is how I see it. So I think I'm a big fan of Ibrahim. Trevor, I think I know who Ibrahim is. I think it's hard to learn Finnish, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, of course I wouldn't mind at all. I'd like to expand my knowledge, and learning languages is one way. I just finished learning Danish. I hope it's not that different from Finnish. Is it? Let me know. Varolus, I think it was number 3 or number 2. It was not number 4. Number 4, I think, is the tourist one. I went to the one that so many the tourists don't know about. It was just a small one. I am not. Oh my God, I think I'm missing. Oh, Bilal, I love writing. Bilal, you ask, what is my hobby and what is my favorite dish? I love writing. Writing is one of my favorite things to do in the world. I love reading. I love taking walks. And nowadays, I'm enjoying just being on YouTube. Hi, Time Shift TV. Hello, how are you? I say hello back. Oh, Queen Cavoit. Queen Cavoit. Queen Cavoit, how are you? I hope I'm saying it correctly. I hope I'm not murdering it. So, Varolus, imagine if I'd love to come back to Turkey. I don't know. It's quite expensive. I think it's one of the places that is expensive to travel in, within the European continent. But if I ever come back, I'll definitely write. Hi, Victor. Hi, Rising Star. Hi, Victor. I am a Kenyan woman, Sandeep. You're Indian. Nice to see you here, Sandeep. I haven't been to India, Afroz, but I'd love to go. Oh, I don't remember what it was called. Imagine I don't remember, but it was pretty close to, but I'm answering to Varolus, who's asking which hotel I stayed in. It was, oh, I'm sorry. Imagine I can't remember. I have to go back to my notes. If I come to the live again, I'll check them. Anyway. Thank you, Victor, for the coffee and the love hearts. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Oh my God. It's so nice to see you here. I know, Sky. I'm also thinking I should go because it's 10 o'clock and I've been here for now 3 hours. But I really appreciate everybody being here with me. I hope it's okay that I can say goodbye. Oh, Trevor, you have said something in Finnish. What does that mean? Does that mean that Finnish is not a hard language? Suomi ei ole vaikea kieli. Finnish is not a hard language. Okay. I hope, is it like read the way it's written? Because that's the difference with Danish. It was quite hard to figure out. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, I've known because I see a lot of people doing that. Okay. Guys, I want to thank you, all of you, for being with me and keeping me company this morning. I really would love to make another cup of coffee. My cup is empty. And if it's okay that we say goodbye and love. Thank you so much, Trevor. It's so nice to interact with the Nordic people. I haven't seen so much of them here, so many of them here. And in fact, I may come to Finland for a weekend to visit a friend of mine who's going to be there for 2 months. I may come either August or September. So yeah, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you can and if you feel called to do that, because it will help me with all that stuff, And Canary, you're asking about coffee. Yeah, we have, the thing is, in Kenya, we produce the best coffee in the world, or one of the best coffee in the world, and then we export all of it. Now it's changing. Let me not talk about now. When I was in Kenya, when I was young, when we lived in the 90s, we would export the best coffee, and because Kenyans are not coffee drinkers. But definitely now, when I go to Kenya, I have to buy some coffee from Kenya and bring with me. I have this nice Java bag of roasted beans, which I really, really love. But here in Denmark, you also can get very good coffee, but it's also all from either Ethiopia. We also have from Latin America, from I think Brazil, but mostly it's Ethiopian, Kenyan, or a mix of that. So we have a lot of Arabica coffee, and it's good. I get some good coffee. But and the Danish people, they love their coffee. So you find like people mostly have coffee machines and then make good coffee for them, because this is just what they have to have for breakfast or for any day. So, Varolus, no, imagine I really would rather not share my number, but you can write me an email. There's there's an email on my channel, and I will always reply to that email. So I hope you don't mind that I don't share my phone number. It's also just my way of, because when I'm on YouTube, I'm also exposing myself a lot. So I like to keep some things still close to my heart. But thank you for your interest. But you can write me on my email, which is on my channel description. Yeah, Canary. I always bring my coffee from Kenya whenever I go, but I think it's just because I love that brand and I can't find it here. But even here, we get very good coffee. Skykes, you say chocolate. I don't think Kenya is not a chocolate producing country that you find in Ghana, West Africa. And I'm not a big chocolate eater, really. I don't know why, which is probably very weird. But but I think it's Ghana and like West African countries. They make a lot of cocoa beans. They grow cocoa beans. Azuka's Kitchen is my fellow YouTuber. Hi, Azuka. Nice to see you here. You're coming just when I'm about to go. Nice to see you, Azuka's Kitchen. Canary Key, Skyworks. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, it does. It does. Canary, you said Kenyan tea is also great. Oh my God, yeah. Kenyan tea is good. And like I remember when we were growing up in my home, we had tea, we grew tea and would take it to the factory, and also could buy tea, like roasted tea or burnt or whatever they do. I don't know the process. The leaves, yeah, it's the leaves, the dried leaves. Buy them from the factory directly. So even here, when I go to Kenya, my father always makes sure I have, like, he goes to the factory, he has access to them because he's a cooperative member of that factory, and he gets for me some tea. So I have tea, even if I don't drink a lot of it, but I also have like real tea where you make, like chai. And again, the Indian influence also and the Arabic influence, like making chai, tea on the pot with milk. And I don't put milk in my tea, but when I make the Kenyan tea, then I put milk. Azuka's Kitchen, you like coffee? Varalus, you like me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate. I am taken. Yes, Sky Sterling, I am taken. I'm really taken. Canary Kane, thank you so much for your time. It was really nice just sitting and chatting with you. And I hope you have a lovely evening. I guess it's still very late. And thank you. And you have a beautiful night and a peaceful one. And blessings to you and your family and anybody around you. Hi, bye-bye, Canary. But Rodus, you can actually just find it on my, please find it on my, oh my God, please find it on my channel's description. Oh my God, hi everybody. I'm just excited to see a friend of mine called G Juma, also an amazing YouTuber. Hi G Juma, thank you so much for joining me. Unani join Sazla Natoka. You're joining when I'm leaving. I've been here for some time. So I was just saying goodbye. And everybody who's been here, thank you so much for subscribing. Please keep subscribing, keep liking this video. There's been like a lot of likes. In fact, there's like 40. So I really appreciate. And Jujimo Sijali, no worries. Next time. Of course, it was actually quite random. I didn't even mean to come live. I just decided last minute kuja hapa nisalimie marafiki zangu. Anyway, darlings, thank you so much, everyone. I need to have a tiny little cup of coffee. And hope you all have a beautiful day. Please subscribe and like. And Skykes, okay, you know what, Skykes? I'd like to ask you, before you go, why you watched this one, because then I know what it is I did right, and then I can continue doing it. So if you don't mind, please let me know. I appreciate you, by the way, very much, because you stayed on, then you left, and then you found your friend has passed, then you came and shared the good news and still checking on me. So thank you. Please tell me what it is that you like about it. But either way, I'll just continue doing what I do because I'm just being real. I'm just being myself. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Oh, thank you so much, Skykes. Oh, okay, of course I do. I know, and I know it takes time because then sometimes I start going off topic and start talking about my stories, about my grandfather and stuff. But thank you. So thank you so much, everyone. I hate going away. I hate going away when there's someone watching. But see, we just said that. I just wish you a beautiful day, all of you, and I wish you God's blessings. I wish you love and compassion and kindness in everything you do. May you be blessed immensely, and may you never lack, and may you be filled with abundance. May you find love and kindness everywhere you go. I thank you and I appreciate you. And thank you for everybody who has subscribed to me today and who has liked this live. And I wish you love, and I wish you compassion, and I wish you kindness from strangers at the moment of your need. May you be blessed. Bye. Yeah, we need compassion in this world to be shown to us and to show to others. So let's do that. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. I love all of you who've been here with me. I appreciate you. I need to go. Bye.